Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back. InugamiTheHound. I'm going to do some reaction. Hope you guys enjoy that. Alrighty then, let's watch. Let's see. Let's see. This any furry content? Maybe Game Wolf. Check out him. Oh yeah, I was watching just. I was watching Drake and King. His shit's always good. There you go. Game of Wolf 6. Anything new from him? Broken Harbors. It's Nick's route. And no. So nothing new there. Yeah. Let's see. Uh, Maybe I'll just continue with one furry visual novel. Let's see. Part 4 where? There you go. Right through in kind of weird order. 3 on this one right here. Don't leave the fox behind. What? Turn that down a little bit.
Guys and gals, never here.
Let me just let me see how it sounds.
Drake Wing Game is something down sort of the gaming dragon today. I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Tian Hui Wei. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead.
Okay, I think that's good. I think my voice is a little too loud, a little too booming. Let me see if I can turn that down a little. Okay, let's go back. I've never heard this furry again. Down here, cool. I think that's like them. So it's like Hui. Well, one of the Dynasty Warriors characters has a name like that. Huan guy, I think. Dan He Hu. Don't know what it actually means. Okay.
Jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty. You've made acquaintances with them. A story from a long time ago. Still, return to the topic on hand. I find that any problem can be resolved with a proper talk with one another, and one would be able to see the best in one another. Maybe that is what the Emperor saw in them and tried to broker peace for the greater good. But here, now, no matter whether civilians or the court, lives in fear and enmity with demonkind. While I personally felt neutral, I still would prefer to have little acquaintances with them. You must have read the records of the demonkinds in your written text, right? I remember the history, and I read long ago of the records of the demonkins, and the stories that were stored from a bygone age.
Yeah, this furry van is like a Chinese one. We've had a lot, obviously based in Japan. We've had a lot based in America. And I think Don Course is in Finland. I think Finland or Norway. I can't remember. One of those two. And mostly that's how it is. I mean, there's a huge furry community in China and Taiwan, and I'm guessing Korea as well. But I don't think I think I've only met one furry who might be Korean, and that's it. I think he's like a protogen as well, which is very interesting.
Of that history that is as long lasting as dragonkinds, of their mysterious mystical powers and special tribal features. Legend spoke of the demonkinds, who wield great power in invulnerable bodies, and amongst all, in their knowledge pool, the most perfected art of alchemy since the age of the sages. Even in the west, demonkinds live in the distant lands of Ergos, and with the current bipedal species of beast kind, shares little to no interactions. Yes, I see you remember these facts quite clearly. You humble me. Which is why I think that because there is an accord of coexistence between the demonkinds and your tribes, there must be a good reason behind it. Come on, you must have heard about good things about demonkinds once in a while, right? Now that you mention it, even though it is gossips between friends in the Institute, there was a famed demon doctor in the royal capital whom I heard tales about. His name is something starting with K. Can't remember it clearly. Ding, 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 ding. Echoes of the ringing bell interrupted Ming Jing in the midst of his thoughts. Another half an hour to the port. Passengers, please check and pack up your bags and luggage. Almost there. It seems like time's up. Go pack up, Tex. Don't forget your valuables. I ain't a kid anymore, Ming.
Oh yeah, also, the two brothers have like the least Chinese name ever. You got Tex and Cloud, and every time they say Cloud, I just think of Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Maybe this might be their way of hey, we're big fans of Final Fantasy VII, so here's a, and then kind of reminds you of Chrono Cross or Legend of Dragoon, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Jing, don't forget my possessions and leave them lying about. I know. Still, about what I said previously. For safety's sake, if you see them, avoid them if you can. Alright, I know. It's been fun talking with you. Thank you for sharing so much with me. Why do you thank me so much? Meeting here is our fateful encounter, and helping you makes me happy as well. You will come to the royal capitals during your...
I mean, the front-facing profile pics does look a little flat. I mean, he's a little fox dude, but this one looks a lot more expressive. Obviously, with the eyes sometimes changing on the mouth. This one's obviously very still. I don't know if they're gonna add, more sprites to this. Well, also another thing is, this is in the middle. Usually they're off on the side or across the entire thing. Hey, that's fine. I don't mind that at all.
Your travels, yes. When you come, find me at the Archaeology Institute. I promise I will treat you with great food and specialty there. If you say so, then I'll remember that. Don't regret it when I take advantage. Right, I promise. Finished our talk, I quickly left the deck and began packing up my daily necessities and notebooks into the bag. Next, I pulled out my documents and formalities that I need to deal with. Looking at all the endless procedure and formalities to declare instantly put out my passion that I had, making me sigh. So annoying and complicated. Never heard procedures being so complicated before. What is the checking for illegal goods increasing so recently? Second now.
Unfortunately, not it looks like not everything's still translated into English. I mean, this is English. This is English, but this right here is English, but everything else is Chinese, Mandarin, and like when you click like yes or no to save, it's also in Chinese, Mandarin. But thankfully, it's in the typical spot of yes here, no here. It's not reverse. I've closed down here. Okay.
Still,
Unfortunately, there's no back button where you can go back. And there's an auto, there's a skip, and then there's a menu.
I wonder what the journey in the Kingdom of Z would be like. And now I've heard about what Ming Jing has to say about the country. I feel maybe it's too much for me to handle by myself now. I began folding every clothing article into my pack and packaged my pens and ink without staining the clothing. Just as I was about to finish my pack up, I found a photo stuck between the notebooks. This photo. I remember it was the photo from 6 years ago. I remember celebrating Mr. Rain's birthday. This photo cost a small fortune. I was just adopted by Mr. Rain. I can't believe how long has passed since then. As it wasn't for Mr. Rain, I wouldn't be here right now. Not even to mention this journey. Jaquette, Rick, Sister Fina, Mr. Rain, is everyone alright back home? Let's write a letter to them tonight, when I find a place to settle. I looked at the photo and the little me on it, and smiled nostalgically and ruefully, putting myself...
What happened to Cloud? Where did he go? That's because they were together, and then he knocked him out
within the mood of past memories.
after his dad sacrificed himself.
Right, Tex. No slacking about. Time to tidy up. After a while, passenger, please leave in an orderly fashion. Do not forget your luggage. After bundling up the large amount of luggage in my pack, the ship finally reached the destination. I sighed. A sense of longing lingers in my heart. Ah, sorry, excuse me. Don't push me. You will ruin my suitcase. Ugh. Finally here. So nice to breathe in the fresh air of home. Please, passenger, not push or shove against each other. Follow our instructions and leave in an orderly queue. Stuck between two massive waves of eager departure, my nasal senses are assaulted by the strong scent of sweat and bodily odor. Bearing with the shoving and the smell, I escape the trouble with my lithe figure. Sorry, excuse me, trying to get through. Can't breathe. Finally, with the never-ending stream of people, I finally left the ship, defying all challenges. There, I said goodbye to Ming Jing at the port. In contrast, Ming Jing looked calm and relaxed, waiting for me. Really reluctantly to say goodbye, Tex. You're so talented. If it wasn't for your stubbornness in writing novels, I would have welcomed you with open arms to the Institute already. I promise I'll visit you when there's the chance. Hey, Ming Jing. Public space. We're men. Men don't cry. Ming Jing pouted and looked so sad, grasping my hand as he refused to let it go. I'll have you know there's so much more to report back there, waiting for me. With you on my side, it would be such an easy job. Please, Tex, come with me.
That's not to say, I guess like it could be like Japanese anime mixed with like Korean manhwa. I don't know what like the Chinese version of manhwa would be, but something like that. Man. They exaggerated a little anger mark, the cry eyes right here. They need the tears coming down and the snot right there, like very much like Deku or Tanjiro.
In the end, you still want me to help you, huh? All over some reports? What am I, a living writing apparatus? And what are you talking about? It's because I miss our cute little text. Not to mention, I'm worried about whether you can handle yourself in G. If lying gets someone's nose growing longer, I wonder how long yours would grow. Just then, I noticed in the distance within the crowd are a group of brown-cloaked men, wearing glasses, staring over at our general direction, carrying scrolls of all kinds. Could those be your colleagues? I see their outfits are quite like yours. I patted my friend and pointed out the elderlies with glasses ahead. Ming Jing turned and looked over too. Ah, yes, it's them. Man, it's time to go and dig through old texts again. It seems this time is truly the end. Go, buddy. Don't make them wait too long. And this is where we say farewell, Tex. Don't stress yourself out over your report and thesis writing, okay? Don't worry about me. Take care of yourself first and foremost. Don't forget what I imparted on the ship. And may safety and peace be upon your journey, my friend. Don't need you to remind me any further. Thanks for the reminder. Take care. Bye. I waved goodbye to Ming Jing, and suddenly a sense of loneliness and helplessness crawled over me, as if I am suddenly all alone again. Don't be discouraged, Tex. A lot of applications for you to handle. Keep moving. I pulled out the documents from the bag and checked the procedures one by one, the exact location marked on the port to settle my immigration procedure. I proceeded with the security check first. What's in the bag? Books? And this one. More books. Are you sure your head didn't get jammed in a door or something? What kind of a normal person packs a bunch of books instead of clothing? Besides, you might have smuggled some contraband in the books, right? It's just normal books and notebooks, I swear. Wasting plentiful time at the security check, I quickly moved between offices to handle my procedure. Thankfully, those were resolved quickly without further delay, and I finished the procedure in record time. Finally, I exchanged the Moro gold coins with G's currency of bronze coins and silver taels, and settled all the legal matters here. Sorry to trouble you. I bowed in imitation of Eastern customs. No problem, it's part of our job. Enjoy your life in the kingdom of G. I walked out of the port, looking at the bulging money pouch in hand, and estimated the amount of money for accommodation and food. About a month's worth. Still, better have self-control over these management, or else they'd be empty pretty quickly. Let's split these two piles, with a little bit of this pouch, and plan how best to use the remaining here. I split my money, 20%, 80%, and tucked the smaller pile away, while splitting the weekly spending into 1/5, enough to spend 5 weeks here in Z Kingdom. This is enough for a month or so, and that includes possible extra spending. I had to...
I hope he doesn't get taken advantage of. Because I remember they mentioned in the last video. Obviously, you guys weren't here, but in the last video, talking about how they like to raise prices for tourists.
A smaller portion into somewhere not visible, while keeping the other close at hand for use, and once settled, I began walking towards the bustling streets ahead.
Hopefully, he doesn't get pickpocketed. That's usually what happens in a new city. You get pickpocketed, you gotta chase out the person.
Whoa, so this is the architecture styles that is prominent here. Every building passed, refreshed by understanding of building styles, a blaring difference from the styles I see in my homeland, but the color of the pavements, the sills' design, and the mismatched carved beasts satiated my curiosity and interest within my eyes. People of all kinds walk the street, each with their unique accent, and the clothing of all kinds blends in my sight, a tapestry coming to life. But just as I feel fresh and curious of my surroundings, so did my surroundings adapt around me, with some sightlines and gazes clinging to me like a bad feeling. Why do I feel eye-catching just by walking about? Maybe it's my clothing. Perhaps it's better to go and get some local robes to blend in. Let's do so tomorrow. As I was thinking about the plan ahead, a grumbling sound interrupted me. I'm starving. And no lunch on the ship because I skipped it by accident. And so much procedures I went through back there, just the mere walking right now is killing me in exhaustion, not to mention my belly. If I haven't realized this with brief respite, I wouldn't even remember of not having lunch. Better go and find something to eat before I end up becoming exhausted. Yeah, let's go and find somewhere to replenish myself. Hey, mister! Yes, you! Suddenly I heard a voice calling to me and quickly turned around and couldn't find the source. Hey, look down here, mister, here! Oh. Upon hearing the words, I realized and looked down quickly and found a mouse man, whose stature was so small I didn't even realize it. Yes, are you calling for me? For this charm here, mahogany made, I feel as if fate has entwined us to meet. Today I'll entrust this to you for free. No one can resist free things, and even though I know such things don't exist, my interests were piqued upon hearing about it. Even though the main goal is to find accommodation and food before sunset, there's still enough time to give a look around. Then it would be imprudent of me to miss out on the fun of shopping.
Oh man, I hope we Hopefully this doesn't like get him involved in something else. I bet you someone's gonna steal something from him, or like he's gonna get blamed for like stealing something, breaking something, maybe.
Sir, I heard you are gifting this to me. Yes, that's right. Isn't this charm a masterpiece? Whoa, not bad. Kind of pretty, though. Is it fair to gift this to me? Heh, just my lucky day. Another dumb dog bites the hook here. My good sir, don't get too excited just yet. This mahogany charm is one that protects you from harm, cleanses evil, and brings forth wealth, so long as you carry it with you. Eh? Really? Is this thing that magical? Can it really protect me? Yes, for only the fated one can wear it, and this charm has chosen you, meaning that you are its rightful owner. Alright, y'all, I'm actually gonna pause it right there. I am tired, y'all. Alrighty, y'all have a good rest of your night. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!
Let's see. I'm gonna let him know. I it is being. Let's see. Let's let's see. Got that. Yeah, this looks like a pretty interesting furry VN. The main character looks alright. Same with this twin brother Cloud. All that. Hopefully, we get to see or hear more, interesting things about this place. Obviously, the first, couple episodes are gonna be, pretty basic. Introducing you to all the stuff, to the lore and all that. Could be real interesting. Let's see. Episode 5.
You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Neighbor here from Drakewing Gaming. Sending me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tian Hui Hui. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Which one were we at? I think that one right there. Okay. Alright. I walked out of the port, looking at the bulging money pouch in my hand, and estimated the amount of money for accommodation and food. Oh, hold up. Did it not save properly? Let's see. There we go. Alright, there we go. Okay. Really? Thank you, mister. I picked up the charm, thanking the merchant before leaving when he suddenly dragged me to a stop as if he still had something to say. Wait, sir, I haven't finished yet. This charm is twinned to these rosary beads, and without the beads, the charm cannot work. This dumb dog hasn't realized it yet. Such an easy score. I turned around and looked back at the merchant. Are you saying that you're gifting me this set of rosary beads too? No rush, sir. Let me introduce you to this set of when kusing rosary to you.
Wen
Someone with so much knowledge in literature.
Wen Xing. I think it's like Wen Kui Xing Rosary. Because usually X is like an S sound. Xing. So Wen Xing, Wen, I don't know if like Q actually has, QU has the word. Wen Ku Xing Rosary.
Surely can appreciate the value in this. The merchant pulled out a set of blue rosary beads from his stall, and I looked and rolled it in my hand. A cooling touch upon contact, the beads twinkled in my eye. Huh? And this is... I rubbed the charm and the beads in my hand, curious. Heh, baited! A saying goes that charm gifted to a chosen one, and since you are chosen by the charm, I freely gift this charm to you. But a twin charm cannot work without the other, meaning that only with the beads will the charm become consecrated. Wait, twinned? Rosary beads? These all seem new to me, useful for later references, so what does it mean, consecrated? The new foreign terminology whirled in my mind, though it seems that it would be useful writing materials. I pulled out my notebook and wrote it down as I listened. This set of charms meant that it would protect your mind and grant you endless inspiration. And in the following days, grant you immeasurable success, safety, and peace to you and your family. I see you are quite a dignified individual, and
Also, his eyes are like all big. Here they all look very nice. This one looks a bit odd.
I believe that the charm
Also
is
getting
quite
swindled.
the match for you. Eh? Is that so? Does it mean that this rosary beads and the charm combined would help me in writing better stories? Are you doubting me? I see you are quite the talented man, though that tightened brow tells me of a story of underappreciation and poverty. With the protection of the charms, you will become a famed author in no time. Excellent. Little by little, just a few more pushes, and I can interest him into buying and spending, and I can even tempt him into buying more. Big score here. The charm has chosen you, and it's your fortune and its fortune to be bonded. I will charge you a lower price then, normally 2 combined for 80 taels. Today I will only count the rosary beads cost. 20 taels for you, and I tell you this is the only set of wincing beads in store, yes? How does that sound to you? Wait, are you still getting money out of this? Aren't you still getting money out of this? And not to mention cutting more than half-price deal? I feel there is something off about the pricing here. 20 taels are an exchange rate around 170 Moro dollars. Is this thing that expensive, even though the merchant here lowered the price to over half the price mark? It still feels quite illogical.
Uh-oh, skipped something.
If you have a million ChatGPT windows open when working, this AI tool might just...
History. Here we missed. Okay. Could this be Eastern culture? I've read about Eastern's attitudes to guests' etiquette and their passion, so is this the famed passion that resides in the people here?
No, he's getting swindled, my friend.
No, this guy is thinking. I should quickly end and lure him into this purchase before he feels any further suspicions about this. Well, young sir, you are the one that is chosen by the rosary bead, and thus fated to behold these treasures in your possessions. And I truly want to give these 2 freely to you. But I have a living to make, so make up your mind before I rescind my offer. Besides, these charms are a reflection of our culture in Ji Kingdom. You can buy one for yourself as a souvenir, after all. Sorry, mister, I need some time to think this over. Alright, take your time. But who knows whether these are... There are others who might be interested with such treasures and purchase them. Then it meant the end of this fateful encounter, you know. Think carefully, Tex. Maybe it is as valuable as the merchant said, which means it's worth the high price tag that the boss has given. Could be a strike in getting to such a low price. If I miss this opportunity, there would be another. What happens if this is a means to reach my dream of becoming the world's #1 author? Wait. Control, Tex, control. Ming Jing mentioned these kinds of thoughts before, and be wary of roadside stalls. I can't be losing control
Oh, good.
of my
It's good to
speaking
remember
here.
that.
Need to be careful in choosing my next words and actions here. Yep. As I reached my hand at the money pouch, I remembered something that Ming Jing said about on the ship. How merchants in Ji Kingdom would tempt me into buying strange items when seeing me as a foreigner. There are many liars among them. Be wary, and not to trust everything you hear. I suddenly remembered his warning and looked at the bratty face of the merchant once more before putting my hand away from the pouch. And, sir, how about another 5 taels off for the beads? You are fortunate in meeting the artifacts, are you sure? You won't meet something of this kind ever again. Damn it, that idiot dog was so close to reaching into his pockets. Can he be more decisive? I need that money for today's meal. Sorry, sir. Maybe next time. I feel maybe with the money spent over some beads, the money is better spent on some extra books to read. A much more substantial purchase over some prayer beads and rocks. I won't take the charm either, as I couldn't be the only one who was destined to meet these treasures. Maybe someone else would be out there. Maybe someone else would be out there. There are fated to take it for its precious blessing. Don't go, sir. Once you miss this chance, there won't be any more in the future. I don't really need it. I took a few steps back and waved my hand in refusal, but the merchant became desperate, taking on a sharp edge in his tone. Then 10 towels, no less. No. How can I lose my target here? I cannot lose my target here. This idiotic foreigner dog must fall for my trap. A soft approach won't work. Let's try something forceful then. Seriously, this guy is seriously pestering me. I already expressed my lack of interest already. Let me tell you this, and you better think over it. Without a good appearance or some reputation behind your name, you want to become some famed writer? Don't make me laugh. To be so stiff and reluctant in investing a small amount of fortune into your future. No wonder why you're anonymous as you are right now. Hey, you're making me a little angry here. Just because I didn't buy your merchandise doesn't mean you get to diss me like this. I furrowed my brows and looked at the merchant annoyed and impatient.
Yeah, man. This is just like at the mall, man. This is just like at the fucking mall where you pass by all those fucking stalls. They don't want you to buy like perfume or the little dog toy or the random like things sometimes I see sometimes they have like things you put on the wall like certain drawings or paintings. Sometimes they have like anime characters. Sometimes it's like a Kobe Bryant or LeBron James or something like that. Some of them do look cool, but like, good to buy any of it. Also, I noticed a lot of Trump ones too, like Trump going, fight, or Trump being like the next king of the USA and all that.
Believe in me for your future and a chance to break through your current predicament, to become the one you always wanted to be. Or are you content being nameless and useless for the rest of your life? If having some charm has meant the path to become famous, why are you sitting in this shabby street-side stall then? Because your customer here doesn't want to buy these. You start using aggressive tones to engage their interest once more, and use another set of tones to trigger their competitive nature, to tempt them into buying your things, right? If this young brother here ain't interested in buying, then you shouldn't force him into buying. Willing to buy is one thing, not buying is another. Right, mister? A pair of white paws patted my shoulder and pulled me away from the merchant's conversation. Who are you? What are you doing interrupting my business? Oh, damn, he's handsome as fuck. Appearing in my sight is a young wolf man. His pure white fur dotted with patches of black, and the clothing reveals much of his strong physique. His handsome look and his talking manner all suggest one of a nobility and extraordinary nature. Your so-called mahogany charm is a real piece, I give you that, and the wood quality is passable. But this Wingsing rosary bead is nothing but junk and rocks, polished into some worthless bracelets. On what principle do you think you can sell these to this young brother here for 10 or even 20 silver taels? Eh? So are these just a normal rock? My exclamation took the wolf by surprise. He turned and smiled quite personably at me. Patient, brother, let me explain these to you. These merchandises are ones you usually fail to sell, usually. Yet because you met this foreign brother here who was on his first trip in Z, you thought it was an opportunity to sell these to them, and chose to entice them as your target. Lies! All of them! I sell things on the whims of fate, and this is real Winku rocks, no counterfeit. Really? I have a connoisseur friend in the court who would be happy to appraise these after I buy them off your hand. If it is fake after the checkup, then you know well it isn't a light sentence waiting for you in selling counterfeit. It's a jail sentence, boss. Don't try to scare me with these. Knowing that, I was part of a whirlpool of lies, and the thought of me that was being tricked, a boiling anger began burning in my heart. And seeing this bastard who knew his actions well and remained unrepentant in front of his lies shredded angered me completely.
Does he have like? Well, his looks a little different. I'm guessing he has like maybe Windows 11, maybe. And the little thing popped up about, I think he's like using a Logitech. Was I using a
World full of
Logitech?
lies, and the thought of me.
Yeah, using a Logitech G Hub. It's on low battery. I don't know if that's, maybe that's his headset, maybe, because I don't think a microphone would be low on battery, because it's a permanent, permanent source of power. You just connect it to, to the outlet, and then you could connect the other part to the USB. That's what I did. Working out quite well.
And the thought of me that was being tricked, a boiling anger began burning in my heart. And seeing this bastard who knew his actions well and remained unrepentant in front of his lies shredded angered me completely. You reckon how much this rosary bead is worth? My thought, 20 copper coins. Tidy up your stall, stop what you're doing, and do something that's legal and profitable, boss. I waved goodbye and turned to leave, and quickly looked at the white wolf man next to me. On closer look, he is rather handsome. I should thank him afterwards, as he saved me from this troubling situation.
Yeah, so it was only worth 20 copper pieces when he was trying to get him 20, like 20, maybe 15 silver pieces. Which, if I'm guessing, if this is like in Dragon Age, you get copper, gold, and like you get copper, silver, and gold pieces.
Wait! 5 tails, no more price cut. If you buy it, I promise you, you will become the greatest rider who ever was. The merchant finally snapped and shouted at me, slamming his fist against the stall. Maybe because of his violent movement, a large box dropped onto the ground and spilled its contents across the ground. Inside the box was piles upon piles of the Winku beads. Sir, didn't you just say this rosary was the only one in your possession? Ah, that... Damn it, forget about it and leave it at once. Don't bother me in my business any further. At least stop doing those kinds of fraudulent businesses then. Doing these pitiful acts and earning dirty money. Can you really ask your own conscience whether this is the right path or not? Conscience? Conscience? Can conscience feed one's livelihood in this world? If it was as simple as such, I wouldn't be doing these. Don't you dare look at me like that. Those who are willing to spend money are plentiful, and there will always be the willing bait. So stop playing the boring ones and fuck off.
Damn.
Are you still going on to continue your acts of lying and deceit upon this street? To those who don't know anything and earn that dirty money from their hands? Do you feel any kind of sin or remorse to those you tricked and lied to? Stop acting so high and mighty, like you have the right to judge anyone. My way, my money. If it wasn't for this damn wolf interfering, I would already shave some money from you, you stupid dog. I am telling you, my mouth are my blades upon this business. Any tea worth 10 copper becomes 10 gold tails in my mouth, and any rotten tablecloth becomes famed art in my boasting. You think you have any right to take my business matters into your own hand? This attitude, this demeanor. Finally, the ember of my fury became ignited at the merchant's nonchalant behavior, and for whatever reason, maybe out of my own justice, I began arguing with him. Your counterfeit will be exposed one day, and you know what will happen. So what? I will change some clothing, some name, and change my location.
Oh, wait. Discord's popping up. Uh-oh. Probably don't want that popping up.
Change my location and continue doing the same. But that didn't pop up on the screen. Okay. Ooh, save that. Yeah,
You want your
Discord
Discord chats to be leaked, my friend. That's probably not very good to have.
Pop up on the screen. Because this game apparently does not have a full screen option. If anyone in the comments can tell me how to get full screen, I would fucking love that. Alright. Okay, y'all, I think I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Alright, take a nice sip of water. Um, Sadly, most of this episode was taken up by the merchant, this evil, peddly little merchant, which happens a lot. I mean, this is a very typical thing in so many fantasy games, sci-fi games, um, even in real life. Walking down. I bet you if I went to China or Thailand or something like that, they'll probably trick me into buying some dumb shit. Or, pay extra. I know over there in Japan they have like an extra tourist tax fee where like the prices are at least like what 20% more expensive. But if you call them out in Japanese, maybe it's a possibility. It could lower the price.
You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hmm. Huh. Right. There's some background music problem.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you mounts, what are the gaming drag? Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Tien Wei Wei. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Market. Okay. So what? I will change some clothing, some name, and change my location and continue to do the same. You bastard! You won't buy, someone else will, and you are still here, poking your nose and bothering with business that matters little to you, little shit.
Wow.
If it was only me who was tricked out of my cash, then I would only have myself to blame for not seeing through his lies. Ah! But why kid myself? How could this scum be satisfied to just scam one person? He would do this quietly and scam many out of their money, doing dirty deeds out of the livelihood of those living in illusions of happiness and redemption. These kinds of scumbags only lay their eyes upon money and be given justification and rights over their acts. From this anger revealed was the scab from those painful 5 years and everything I've suffered through as my fist tightens. What are you doing? The anger from before finally broke free of the dam of reasoning like a raging.
Well, he's not that small. He's not that small. I thought he'd be really, really tiny. I thought he'd be like, fit in his hand kind of size, but he's just maybe as tall as maybe like a 5-year-old, something like that, maybe 6-year-old kid. So that's not too bad.
Flood. I grabbed the collar of the robe, raising the little rat in the air, his feet dangling off the ground. He struggled in my grasp, waving his little limbs, and began blabbering after seeing he was about to get free at any moment. He wasn't about to get free at any moment. Well, wait, young man. I mean, hero. I mean, oh, great sir. We're civilized people. Can we talk this out? Cheating and lying is your so-called civilized manner? What a joke. Don't compare me to you. How many years, how many people are victims of your lies and cruelty, and you think to continue? I'm warning you now. Walk away from this. Never sell counterfeits here or anywhere ever again, and run back home to do something proper. I am only warning you this once. If I see you try to commit crimes with these thoughts again, it wouldn't be as simple as busting up your stall upside down again. Okay, spare me, oh great hero. I swear I won't do it again. I didn't let go. Sir, please spare me. I only have this stall to feed my livelihood. I swear to you that I will take your suggestion and take an actual job, and stay away from these acts. Upon seeing the merchant scared and panicked, I tempered my rage once more. I sighed and released him. The boss fell in the group, bottoms first. Ow!
I don't. Maybe boss is not the best translation. I mean, he would be like owner of the stall. I mean, he would be a boss if he had like multiple other employees. He's the boss. He's the head honcho.
But all aside all this time, smiled thoughtfully. He stepped over the small merchant and looked up at me carefully. I quickly realized that the people began whispering around us. Hey, there's a fight that broke out that... What just happened? I don't know. It was all fine seconds ago. How did that happen? Just as I was talking with the mysterious wolfman, many gathered around our little drama here. Even though they didn't know the origin and the process of the happening, I felt a sense of foreboding feeling of a bad thing happening. Should I stay here any longer? Yep. So you know. All of a sudden, I felt a clench in my stomach. The crowds are gathering here. Let's not linger any longer before bad rumors spawn from this little drama. I feel the boss here learns his lesson and won't do it again. We should leave here quickly before any onlookers come over. Yeah, you're right.
You could also call him a scammer, swindler, charlatan, snake oil salesman, the lying rat, terrible owner, terrible businessman.
Right, not exactly convenient around here anymore. Come with me, little brother. I know a good place to go. Would you mind sparing some time for a bit of conversation? I quickly followed the White Wolf's footstep. I am assuming you are an author, right? From Moro, on a traveling trip. Just taking some inspiration and references from the G Kingdom. Usually I wouldn't act with such imprudence and instinct, but when my meeting with such an ugly act, I can't help myself but to interfere. Don't blame yourself. You sought out justice, not only on your behalf, but all those other victims as well. You should be proud of yourself. Never mind. Okay. Thank you for sparing me, hero. The merchant's voice echoed behind us, still mingling with a tone of fear. Maybe I've overdone myself. Hopefully that guy can learn his lesson from this in the future and not sell any more counterfeits. After a while of walking alongside the White Wolf Band, we arrived and rested in a pavilion. Here, compared to the bustling and noisy environment, the atmosphere felt relaxing and comforting in a spiritual sense. It looks to be Jizao Park, where I would see couples walk alongside the quiet pathway, tugging and dragging by their sleeves. I sat down and assessed the surroundings, where the gentle breeze rustled through the green, relaxing my body and soul. How nice and comfortable it is here. Rightly so. I like this place as well. I put down my luggage and sat on the bench with a closed eye to embrace this tranquility. After
I mean, his outfit looks more like a ninja, maybe. Could be like kind of reminds me of like samurai warriors. It kind of reminds me of samurai warriors, especially with this mask here on the shoulder. Doesn't look as Chinese. Looks like it could be maybe a Chinese ninja did or something similar to that. There was something like that back then. I know. I'm just trying to think of like from like Dynasty Warriors, but I can't remember much.
an exciting afternoon, finally there is somewhere I can sit down for a while and rest. With the peace coursing in my veins, so did the restless heart from earlier tempered too. Yet before I could immerse myself in this peaceful atmosphere, some vulgar noise nearby kicked me out of the nirvana I was experiencing. My darling King, I love you, and I will love you every second of my life. Oh, my beautiful Azi, I too will love you every second of my life. King, oh, why are you my dearest King? Azi, who are you, my dearest Azi? I looked over at the direction where the sound came from and found the couple twisting and twirling in my sight as the male tried to lean down with the female in his arms and perform a kiss of high quality. Ooh, a high quality kiss, I like those. As they captured their extremely lovey-dovey act. Are you sure we didn't come to some rehearsal stage of some play? I forgot to mention to you, this is Jizao's most popular dating site, where you would occasionally meet some people like these. Ah, a dating site. Wait, a dating site? I felt a blush over my face in that microsecond. There's no drama for man to bring other men here, right? Though it seems he was rather prepared for my reaction and acted passively to my reaction.
The chat in the pavilion.
Okay, really good music. Okay. Don't you worry. It's just a name made up by people randomly. On the contrary, it's just a little forest, a pavilion, and a secluded shelter here. Here we are away from the noisy marketplace, which is why I like to come here every time in Jizao to comb my thoughts. Only when you give it a name and a title will it have a special meaning. Each of the individual's perspectives. For the lovers, it's a sacred ground for dating. For me, it's just my favorite scenic site in Jizao. From your perspective, What does this place mean for you? For me? As I was about to answer, the distant couple began making more indecent noises. Ah, King. Not here. Here is... It's fine, Ozzy. Only us here, no one else. King, maybe. Don't... Hush, Ozzy. No need to talk, nor make any noise. Just lie down and do the thing. What are these two about to do? Didn't they notice there's people sitting here at the pavilion? Not to mention they are doing it in the middle of broad daylight? What is the thing? Is the thing that I'm thinking of? Is this some kind of Z custom? Is this what they call simple folks customs? The sight in front of me shocked me utterly, and I am seeing the lady slowly leaning down onto the man's body. One hand on the chest, the other slowly untying his belt and robe. I am sorry to ruin your fun, but please consider yourself that you are in a public space, alright? The wolf coughed loudly in his seat, starting the couple in their little passionate session. Upon noticing that there were others here, the two quickly patted the dust off and ran off quickly, still talking to one another. A king, don't run off! A king! Perverts! There are perverts peeking out on us! Why are we the perverts here? Seriously, whose fault was it for not noticing their surroundings? Don't mind about it, and don't pursue the matter any further. This is quite uncommon around here, even I thought that they wouldn't take it that far. Sorry about the poor first impression, coming to this kingdom of Xi for the first time. No problem, I really want to thank you for taking me here anyway, though I must admit we weren't that quiet here. Must be a surprise for those two not noticing us here. When one concentrates on a certain matter, they tend to ignore many of the surrounding elements, and those two are not so different either. If it wasn't for you here, I wouldn't even bother to interrupt their interest, but if there are others here, then that's another issue on hand. Even so, those two are extremely brave, or quite weird. Speaking of which, why choose here? Like this dating spot. If we want to have a talk, Oh shit, I skipped it. Damn it!
Uh-oh.
No.
Let's see.
Good place for me to drink some water and look at the history. We want a time to talk here. Could be anywhere, even somewhere like a tea shop. Okay. Because this is one of the quieter places in the city and very suited for slow conversation. I personally am not one for a noisy environment. As for another reason, try to follow my instructions here and you will understand. Come close. Come, close your eyes, deep breath, and release your thoughts. I followed his instruction willingly, not even knowing why I would trust him so much to let my guard down around him. I felt that whatever feeling he brings here, it's some sense of trust or warmth to rely upon. Inhale, slowly. Don't do it quickly. Try and let the air into your lungs and adjust your balance, then slowly exhale in one go. I closed my eyes, breathing deep in the fresh air before exhaling all the bad feelings and thoughts out, and felt a sense of peace that I had never felt before. All the tiredness, all the confusion, all the nauseating thoughts, all released in this one relieving instance. The gentle wind passed through my fingertips, passed across the tip of my nose as the numbing feeling made me open my eyes to a newer world. A brightening ray of sunshine before me as the reliable figure became more defined in front of me, with that comfortable smile looking at me. Oh, he's hot. Ah. Now you would understand why I brought you here. Yes, I see. I really like this place. It brings that familiar nostalgic feeling. I see. Is that what you see in this place, then? It feels just by sitting here. I no longer felt so confused in my mind that my entire self feels so relaxed and freer than ever before. Speaking of, about the merchant earlier, I was a little rash in my attitude and made that choice there and then. Still, I must thank you. If you hadn't appeared there, I wouldn't know what to do. Maybe I would have been another victim there too. What you did is not wrong. Dirty merchants like him should be punished and for him to learn. If I was in your situation, I would have done the same. Though I would suggest you not to interfere yourself into so much trouble for the better of yourself. These bad merchants are just like mushrooms in the mountains. One pulled meant another spawned, endless, ever-present, and a pestilence wherever they are. Someone like you, who acts on your sense of justice, may put yourself in harm's way even further, especially if you were not a local of Xi Kingdom. It meant that if trouble arrives, it would be even more difficult to handle. Please think thrice before acting. I'll be more careful in the future. I just remembered, I have yet to introduce myself. Then a self-introduction is in order. I am Bai Yu of the Tianhui of the Tianhui of the Tianhui organization. Bai is in white and white crane, and Yu is in throne. Okay.
Okay, I am Ba Yu of Yahi organization. Ba as in white and Ba white crane. Ba He. Yu as in throne. So he is white crane throne. Yuzo. White throne.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance with you. A name that is quite deep rooted in G culture, very elegant. I'm Tex, and as you can see, a traveler without many weird things to apply to myself. It is a pleasure to meet you as well. Okay, Brother Tex, are you here all by yourself in G Kingdom? No friends, no family to accompany you? No, and many reasons as to why. Must have been a difficult journey to get here. It's all
Oh, there
right.
was the
It was
fox
difficult
guy.
at times. I have
dang.
made new friends upon my journey here. Besides, calling me Tex would be enough. The title of little brother felt a little strange for me. Ha! Okay then, it should be fair you call me directly by name then. No need to be so formal either. Though, by you, how did you know I came from Moro? I never told you where I came from. From your outfit, of course. Besides, at that time you were carrying luggage around near the seaside port, wandering. So I assume that you haven't found accommodation for tonight, and arrived quite recently, correct? And I checked the records of arrivals for today, and the only ship that arrives around that time was a passenger ferry from Moro. I see. Then how did you guess my career then? Then let me point them out for you, through a little deduction of mine. First point, your neck cuff is stained with ink, which may be from a small accident while you were writing. As he spoke, he smiled jokingly at the black smudge upon the cuff of my robe. I quickly looked down and coincidentally saw a blotch of black upon the red part of my robe cuff. Ah, my late night writing last night. I might have stained my clothing with ink without realizing it. Next is the book and pen that you secured around your waist. Normally, if it wasn't a writer, then it would be a reporter, and since there is no smell of paint on you, it automatically excludes the possibility of artist. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick...
Alright. This game is pretty good. Alright. Ah, dang it. Let's see what else I want to react to. I did a couple of episodes. Let's see what else I want. Let's see. A Furry Dating Simulator trailer. Alright, let's see what this one's all about.
Rated M for mature.
Huge X Hugo. Bogey Butt Game on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, a year ago. Will this game ever hit beyond the Switch? Very high, gay AF.
Does this even qualify as something I have to do in the first place?
You take me for a fool? I don't care how fucks.
Innocent Pierce, rugged middle-aged daddy.
Man, this whole situation.
Of course, they had little Corey Hugo's childhood best friend.
Just does not feel real.
Oh wait,
You ain't half bad.
sexy dumb himbo Keith Silverstein. I think I've heard a lot of these voices before on other like furry VNs maybe.
Not half good either.
What the hell are you talking about? I can't.
Vegan Murdoch, cold-blooded man who drives results only. I'm surprised they don't have John like Keplock or something like that. John Kiplock, I think I was named John Kiplock. Kiplock. Yeah. John Chiplock. He ends up doing a lot of voices for a lot of furry characters. And Jonas Scott and Ben Diskin.
Came here to make a contract with you. Hurry up and tell me what you want from me.
Oh my god. Was that the main character? Good. Wow, he has I think I've seen this guy before, so yeah. Steam, Nintendo Switch. Wait, it's an April Fool's joke and not a real game? Wait, so it's not real? Let's see, GIF, Pop DLC. This is like this is not real. This is fake.
We, the members of Family Tech Support, didn't volunteer. We were chosen.
Alright.
If you've never been in my socials, or you've never seen my videos, or you're new here, you need to know, for the sake of context, that I am a teacher. I have worked with little kids, with adults at university level, and now I am teaching at high school level, covering first certificate preparation, certificate of advanced English, and literature. After there, we're all very professional, nothing out of the blue, but hey, outside of the classroom, I dress up as a gigantic fox. Now, in this video, my patrons voted for a life story, and that is what we will be doing today. We will talk about 3 experiences I had being a teacher and a furry. So let's just hop onto it. Let's start with something quite family friendly, and by family friendly I mean something funny, I guess. Not too concerning. Everyone loves a good drawing, I guess. That's for a fact. However, coming one day to school and find this on the board, that was slightly worrying for me. And let me tell you why. I know it's super cute, super nice, and it must have been with the best of intentions, but think at how I was feeling when I saw it. Let's rewind some months ago to when the head teacher found out I was a furry. They found my Instagram and called me into their office to talk about it. I was a bit concerned, to say the least. I had issues in previous schools with the fact that I was a furry. People generally don't understand it. That's something sad, to be honest. But notwithstanding this little feeling, I just felt happy that some students might know I am a fluffy dog on the internet. No, you're not a dog. Yo, shut the f. So, but yeah.
I'm gonna say, he has an accent. Not sure what kind of accent. I don't know, he's like from Europe or Asia or South America.
Notes aside, I had a previous trauma with it because I had lost a job, or, well, my private life being leaked, and I fear that that was gonna happen here as well, but fortunately it didn't happen. We can just say that this was a very nice gesture, but hey, can we focus on the freaking facts that this drawing says meow? Oh my gosh, that is impressive. That was the thing that impressed me the most, because hey, let's be honest, this student knew about my meow. That's something that I need to give props to. This is so cringy. On another note, sometimes being friendly with students and, well, receiving some banter is great. Sometimes teachers and students build something called rapport. This is nothing else than just a sane dialogical relationship conducive to learning in a more enriching way. By following this idea, I want you to picture this friendly old fox being friendly and caring with some other students, and at the same time enjoying his time in class. Two students who found that I was a furry last year started mocking me in a friendly way about how they knew the first day they saw me that I was gay. Yeah. I don't know what this has to do with the fact that I am a furry, but hey, I guess I am a furry, but I am also gay, but not because I'm a furry. Whatever. Leaving that aside, these two have been so lovely and attentive that I believe after they finish school, they will continue to be my friends. And that's something I would like to address. Teachers and students being friends, is that possible? Well, yes, it is. However, it's unprofessional. The ideal way to approach this is by waiting until they finish school, or at least until they are not your students anymore. That is something I have always done in higher levels, especially at university. Professionalism and the image you give off are key to a respectable position in class. Yet, since these two students are no longer part of my classes, this year at least, I allow ourselves more casual conversation and jokes. They used to ask me about my life, my former relationship, my life in general, you know, and one day, this. Oh boy! You wanna know what this is? It was art one of them made, asking for extra credit. Even if they are not my students anymore, they mocked as if they were. Unfortunately for them, I do not take bribes, and I don't think I'll ever do in the near future. Some of the tales I have include jokes such as, "Ew, furry, we should put them to sleep."
Okay. Alright, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm glad he didn't lose his job. And some of his students are mean to him. Some are nice. That makes sense.
Or, "No, bro, disgusting." That is why your parents dislike you. I mean, do not misunderstand it, please. This is just friendly banter. It sounds mean, but we are mean with each other in a friendly way. That's how Argentinian friendship works, I guess.
Oh, some Argentina. That's why I think that's why he has like such an accent. It's an Argentinian accent.
Yeah, this is something from Argentinian culture, I guess.
Cross culture, Argentina hate each other over football. Yeah.
Anyways, finally, there is something that we need to talk about. As you know, life has its ups and downs, as well as our everyday journey. Teaching has that as well. The context is that one of the teachers in the school I work was about to retire, and I was the candidate to take those hours. As you know, Argentina is not doing quite well economically since the previous government destroyed everything, and having some extra hours might have very well helped me cover some extra expenses I had. Yet, one day, I arrived at school and the head teacher called me into their office. Welcome all to Jeopardy, everyone, where your knowledge will give you the best rewards. My name is Ziley the Fox, I'm your host, and I have a question for you. What do you think happened during this closed-door meeting? A. Ziley was given a prize. B. Ziley was told he was given the hours. Or C. Ziley was kicked in the ass for being a furry. Come on, everyone, the clock is ticking. Yay, time's up. If you answered option C, that is correct! Yay! On a serious note though, apparently one student I did not know about, and without whom I had never interacted before, knew my TikTok account for some reason, and their mother complained about the fact that I was both a furry and gay in 2024. Yes, of course I was not given the position. I had a heated argument with the directors of the institution, and I was even threatened to get fired if I continued to talk about it, since they already had enough with accepting me as I was, according to their, speech. So I am kinda resentful of their attitude. I know it sucks. Sometimes you have to just play by the rules and wait until the old generations die, so that we can live in peace, I guess. That's what I believe. I know it's bad, and awful though it may sound, I guess it's the only way out. I heard, however, that there was a kind of a little debate, and by little I mean extremely big, when students of that course found out I was just dismissed. They complained with the authorities, and that was very kind of them. I need to give that to them. I guess it shows they like me after all. But hey, as I was told by the head teacher, parents pay my salary, and if I go after them because one person complained, as the head teacher told me, I was gonna be out. I don't know if I am allowed to talk about this, but hey, since I've never mentioned anything on anyone, I think this remains privately enough. This is just an experience that brought me a lot of grief, and to make matters worse, it happened during the week of my breakup. So my stress was spreading through my body like a bushfire, to say the least. If you want my honest opinion, what I hated the most about this was...
That's pretty bad. He had a breakup, and then he had this almost getting fired by his boss because one teacher complained. I don't know, one parent complained. Oh, that's so annoying, man. Like some bullshit.
The little to no empathy some people had. These parents are basically rich. They live in gated communities, they enjoy a life of luxury, they have all the money they want, and they can do away with whatever they want to. And they did not hesitate to leave someone without their job for a tantrum. It really pisses me off that people like these exist, and they even think they are right. That is what is, in a way, infuriating, I guess. But well, at least I am still working after all this, and happily enough, I was offered 2 positions at another school in the morning, so I was able to complement my time and get those extra hours, which eventually gave me some extra pocket money to cover my expenses. At least I take home the heartwarming attitude of the rest students who had towards my situation, even if I never knew them or I never had lessons with them. As a colleague told me, that shows how good of a person a teacher you can be, and that's for a fact. On a closing note though, and after all this, I hope you guys like this video. Remember, you can show support by liking and subscribing as usual. It's amazing how you help me grow in YouTube and Twitch every day, and I want to also thank and give a special shout out to my tier 4 Patreon, Uchu Caribou, who has been incredibly supportive this month. All I can say is thank you.
And I wish I had some people that could support me on my Patreon. Please check out my Patreon. It's right here. Right here on my Patreon. Let's see. Yeah, here you go, my Patreon. Please check it out, man. I mean, I need some people to please check it out. If people don't, that'd be nice, man. I need that extra money. I need extra money. Month, you know. Oh. It would be real nice if you will be kind enough to support me. Man, it sucks. Yeah, I have over 1,000 people following me, but yet no one shows up. No one comes. I'm streaming, you know, a lot, man. I'm streaming more than usual now these days, and people like, and no one shows up. No one gives an absolute F, and I hate it so much. It's so lame now these days. The first furry meet was chaotic. Let's try this.
Mufasa the Lion King is a global phenomenon.
I always wanted a brother.
Don't want to get in trouble with that.
I think these boxes make my bottom really fair, actually. Hi everyone, this is Furry the Fox. Welcome to a new video. Back in 2020, I made a video about my first fur mate. That video was my first recording ever. And to be honest, I really like how it turned out. I made it private, however, because since it was my first video, some details like transitions, a well-organized script, and the speech bosses were not very sharp. I did wear my old fursuit though. Oh, who's a cute little boy, eh? Who's a cute little fox, eh? Oh. Okay, off we go. Back in 2020, lockdown, fearful of getting unlived by a pandemic, I opened a YouTube channel in celebration of my first fursuit arrival. It was all fun and games until I got bored of it and just abandoned it. Little did I know, however, that this YouTube curse was forever. My first fur mate. My first fur mate ever. I don't know how yours might have been, but mine was chaotic. In order to understand this story, we need to go back in time to when I was 19 years old. Back in 2015, I was living in my parents' house, far from the furry scene, which in Argentina is in the safe Buenos Aires. For a country boy like me, coming from Santa Fe, a relatively small town in the north,
2015. I was still in college at that time. Man, that year I went to Japan, but that was also the year, man, I failed that finance class and ruined my GPA, and I think pretty much ruined the rest of my college career because I barely limped through the rest of 2015 and 2016, and I ended up graduating in the fall of 2016. That would have been almost 10 years ago. 9 years. And nothing's changed. My life's still garbage and shit.
My father saying we were going to spend New Year's Eve at my aunt's place in a city called La Plata, which, to be honest, I hate. I'm sorry. The highlight was I had never been to a fur meet before, and having both events coincide in the same week was like, son of a... I'm in. The day rolls in, and I decide to go by train, cause...
Does he have like a tripod or something? Or like some kind of mount?
I like trains a little. I asked my aunt to drive me to the station, and upon entering, I was about to pay at the gates, and boom! The service was suspended. It turned out, and if you are a regular user of the Rogue line, back in 2019 the service was being electrified. Oh boy, I started to freak. Okay. Calm down, Ziley. Everything has a solution. Imagine a young lad alone in the big city. I turned to someone, and that person told me that trains were running from a station in the middle of the line called Berazategui, and that trains arrived from that station to the main station in Buenos Aires city, and that there were shuttle buses that we could take from there. Alright, I just climbed in and headed for Berazategui. How bad could that be, right? Upon arriving, I saw the beautiful landscape that was awaiting me. I was a little relieved that I was supposed to meet a friend there, but what I was not counting on was the fact that I arrived half an hour earlier.
Riley, your punctuality sometimes is questionable, especially when you wait alone in a dangerous neighborhood, right?
On a serious note though, we rode a train, arrived in Constitucion, which is the main station, and let me tell you, what a big place to get lost. As a good train fan, I got lost in the 14 train platforms.
Oh wow, this is pretty interesting because unfortunately there's no trains where I live. It's all cars. I mean, there's a bus shelter in the middle of downtown. Not where I live, but in the major city, but I'm right next to. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. So unfortunately, I would have drive to my firm meet. Thankfully, they have some that are nearby, some that are pretty far away, depending on what the event is. It would be nice, man. It'd be nice if I could. But unfortunately, a lot of them on the weekend. I always work on the weekends, Saturdays and Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But
and the subway connection below. But my friend said that we could get to the Fermits faster by bus. But I wanted to go by train, alright? I'm a train fan. I wanted to ride the train, wanted to run the subway. Anyways, I was there, and I was very much looking forward to meeting in person with all my friends, with whom I had been chatting through Telegram all the time. The meeting point was May Square, or in Spanish, Plaza de Mayo, which is the central square in the city of Buenos Aires. And from there, we would walk to the Women's Park in Puerto Madero. Little reminder for anyone who is not familiar with the city of Buenos Aires, Puerto Madero is a neighborhood that is far away from everything. No public transport available, and the parks are relatively new, which means that trees are not very big, so there was not much shade to, walk under.
Yeah, I don't like Puerto Madero that much. Prefer other places.
Alright, time to go to the Fermits. We enjoyed the time, we played around, and I remember playing with a frisbee I had in my mouth for no reason at all.
Gosh, the cringe.
But anyways, I got to experience wearing a fursuit for the first time ever in my life too. That day, I decided that I wanted to be a fursuiter. That day, I also met the person who would then become my fursuit maker, and I also met people who I still talk to today. In fact, I had a good time, but let me tell you, Buenos Aires gets very hot in January, and that day was particularly hot.
Oh yeah, so I do. Yeah, they're south of the equator, so when we're having our winter, they're having their summer, and my God, it must be so hot below the equator, especially in Venezuela. Oh, fuck, I can't even pronounce it. Argentina's Buenos Aires, I think they pronounce it. Yeah, must be like sweltering like a damn jungle down there. They're right next to Brazil and the Amazon rainforest.
So much so that I started feeling a bit sick from one moment to another one. I felt a little headache and something on my nose. I touched it and I saw blood. Guys, I was bleeding. I mean, to tell you the truth, it was honestly due any time. I mean, I went on playing underneath the sun for hours without actually having water. And the temperature that day was particularly hot, as I was saying, 41 degrees Celsius. I was lucky not to have fainted. Just for you to imagine, this was my first batch. And by the end of that Furmy, it was sand bleached. I decided to take a seat at a bench near me, and as I was saying, I felt a runny nose and immediately saw my hand all covered in blood. I almost passed out because I'm a little afraid of blood. But fortunately, a dude wearing a gold fursuit helped me get some water at a food truck across the street. It was very funny because the dude accompanied me all the way, telling me something about his ex or something I don't remember. But the thing is, I actually can't remember anything about it because I was more focused on not falling down in the middle of the street. I don't know what happened later, but all in all, I had my first Furmy and I loved it, chaotic though it may have been. After the pot meetup, we all went to a shopping mall to get a snack and we played an arcade. I comment on this because we went to this mall by subway, so yes, I finally got to ride the underground. Yes, I finally did. But anyways, every good thing has to come to an end, and in order to go back to my aunt's place, I took a bus. And in the middle of the trip, the sky fell down in rain. I mean, I arrived in La Plata with all the streets flooded, and fortunately, my aunt was waiting in her car to pick me up at the bus station. I shared with all my family the amazing time I had, and I showed them all the pictures I had taken with all these fuzzy creatures. To tell you the truth, I felt really safe with my family accepting my furry adventure, and the whole thing about me.
Well, that's nice. That's very nice. Use that's nice that his family accepted him, but it's also nice, hopefully nothing too bad happened to him because he was in 105 degrees, 105 Fahrenheit degree, heat, wearing a fursuit, nose bleeding, dehydrated. Yeah, that sounds very good.
Being openly a furry, which actually was something I really treasured. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed my little story time. This Furmy took place a long time ago, and I did stuff which I shouldn't have done. When you go to a Furmy, you need to keep hydrated and keep yourself safe from the sun during summertime. That goes without saying. I attended many Furmies after this one, and in fact, I moved to Buenos Aires after some years, but nowadays I'm not very active in the community. I guess, work gets me too tired to go out during the weekend, so I prefer to stay at home.
Oh boy, I'm getting old.
How about you guys? How was your first fur meet? Drop it down in the comments and share it with us. If you never attended a fur meet, however.
Yeah, my first fur meet was very simple. Just met them at the I met some of them at Texas Furry Fiesta. And then from there, they met me on Telegram, and then from there back here, then we actually had my first fur meet. I think that's how it goes. I remember. So it happened about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I started going to Texas Furry Fiesta, in March. Now hopefully I can go again this month. I'm trying to save up some money. Hopefully I can get myself a better job. Unless somehow content creation blows up. I mean, unfortunately, it's not working so well. Sadly. Only Twitch, I have a lot of people following me. I don't have a whole lot on Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Sadly, I can't get back on Twitter with my account because I can't remember my password. If I could remember my password, it would be nice, but I don't know what it was because I was always logged in, so I never had to worry. Even on my own phone as well. And then when I logged when I got my new phone, it logged me out, and I'm like, I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember. I'm like, oh well, fucked. But I just deleted it off my app. Let's see, what else do I want to react to? Let's see, anything interesting? Let's see, why Hungarian economic woes are getting worse? That might be interesting. What? Let's see, I already messed up 2026. That's gonna be my game. A new video is gonna be published next week. Unfortunately, I want to kick off right in there. Okay. Let's why Skylander died. Why did that? Hmm. First, tell me how to hug. Interesting. Check what this one is all.
Get out of my face, or I'm gonna roundhouse your.
I'll be honest, I was going to talk about something completely different this week, but change topics at the very last minute. So if my thoughts sound a little bit more haphazard than usual,
This was from 9 months ago.
that's why. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And we're going to talk about something rather personal to me today. You see, in the furry fandom, there are a lot of social norms that are specifically tied to this fandom. Most of them are actually in how we speak, as there are a lot of words and phrases that we say in this fandom that take on a different or special meaning in the context of the furry fandom specifically. Actually, one of my favorite examples of this is ma. Like, where else, other than deeply thorough academic papers, do you see the word ma just thrown around in general conversation. But these norms aren't specific to just how we speak. They also encompass how we greet each other as well. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who's been in the fandom for a while, but it is very common and almost expected to be open to hugging other furries in this fandom, especially as a salutation. Now, for a lot of furries, this was a very welcome surprise, and they became very comfortable with the idea of hugging everyone quickly and rather seamlessly. But there is a certain number of people in this fandom where this openness to hug everyone caught them off guard, even to the point of uncomfortability. And I know this because I am one of those people in the latter category. In fact, in many ways, the furry fandom actually taught me that it's not just okay to hug people, but how to hug people in the first place. Which I know may sound kind of weird, like how do you not know how to hug someone? But you'd be surprised to hear that any positive physical interaction with another person isn't the norm for many people, including people in this fandom. And that's basically what I wanted to go through today. I just wanted to sit down here and talk to you about how furries taught me how to hug. And okay, sure, that may sound like a pretty loaded statement, but it is true, at least in my specific experience. In fact, if we expand this idea, what the furry fandom actually taught me was that giving and receiving hugs is not just a pretty normal thing to do, but a gesture that is considered positive and supportive. And as I learned that, I in turn also learned how to give and receive hugs myself. Let's take a look at both of those ideas, starting with the former. One thing that's really interesting about this community in particular is that in its in-person form, the furry fandom is actually a very physical community, which makes sense to some extent. A majority of the fandom meets and interacts with each other online, so when they get a chance to meet in person, the natural human draw to being close to other humans really kicks into high gear. And that is only compounded when you add fursuits into the mix, as part of their draw is how soft and cuddly they feel. Now, like I said, for a lot of people, the physicality of this fandom is pretty easy to adjust to. In fact, it's sometimes taken a little too far. But for others, like myself, this came as a surprise, and it wasn't one of those fun surprises either. In fact, for me, this heightened level of physical interaction actually scared me off from interacting with other furries in the fandom in person for a pretty long time. We won't go into all the dirty details, but for me, I grew up in an environment where physically touching other people wasn't really a thing, especially in a positive sense. In fact, the only times that I came in contact with another person that wasn't an accident when growing up was during playing sports or if I got in trouble, and I think both of those are pretty self-explanatory. And in any other situation, touching another person was strictly off limits. I was actually encouraged to give people their space. Now, of course, there were small carve-outs for exceptions like greeting new people, where I was taught to give a firm but brief handshake and leave it at that. And if there was something to celebrate, a high five or a fist bump would be the extent of expressing a shared positive experience. And because that's how I grew up, this became the foundation of what I was comfortable with in terms of interacting with other people. And not for nothing, I never had these notions challenged throughout basically my entire life. So I'm sure you could guess how much of a shock it was when I went to my first furry convention and saw everyone hugging each other constantly. And yeah, it really did shock and confuse me. Like, I knew hugging was a thing that other people did, but I thought it was at most saved for super special occasions, not just to say hi to someone. And this all came to a head when someone approached me for the first time at a con and went in for a hug. Now remember, from my view and my perspective, hugging was not normal for me, especially from someone I've never met before. So like any person exposed to something that they were never taught was okay, I panicked and backed away. Now in hindsight, I feel really bad for what I did, as that recoil went through none of my social filters, and I'm sure that the way that I stepped back was dramatic and met with a
that's well, I don't know. That is a sad thing to hear, but hopefully, seems like hopefully he's able to get over that. But also, Was he in fursuit, or were you just, just on the, in regular clothes?
Pretty disgusted look. Like, if I were a cat in real life, there would be no doubt that I would have hissed at them. And of course, I apologized and explained that I wasn't really into hugs, and to their credit, they were very polite and apologetic for assuming. But I still remember that day and that interaction specifically as my welcome to the furry fandom moment, and it made me rethink a couple of things. It's really hard to convey, but you gotta understand, that was a moment of fear for me. Those were fight or flight instincts kicking in for someone coming in and giving me a hug. That's how unfamiliar I was with the whole concept. And after that con and in the following couple of weeks, I seriously reconsidered the whole idea of me continuing to be a furry. I don't want to call it outright traumatizing. I think that word gets thrown around too loosely when referring to things that make us uncomfortable, but honestly, it was pretty close. So after that, in the next couple of months, I had a pretty interesting decision to make. I really didn't want to give up being a furry, even though I did consider that for a long time. I just hate the idea of being a quitter. But going forward, I had to reevaluate this whole hugging thing. Would I continue to be someone that didn't want to do hugs, or did I want to somehow eventually let this type of human interaction into my life as well? Now, before going forward, I do want to stop here and stress that either of those decisions were going to be perfectly valid. Like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea that the moral of the story is to be okay with hugging. If you don't want to be hugged or give hugs yourself in this fandom, that is perfectly acceptable, and you don't need to justify why if you don't want to. But for me, and I'm sure you saw this coming, I decided to try and have an open mind and give this whole hug.
You know what? I just noticed he has a Lion King back here. He also has a little, I can't remember the name of his little Pokemon, but it's like, I think it falls into Cinnamore, right? Obviously, he has some art here. He has a little dog plushie and that little, I forgot what these type of little things are. It almost look like a volleyball or a soccer ball. But like not as nice, not as good. Maybe it's one that maybe it's a tetherball, maybe, or it could be just like a feline chew toy or something like that, or play toy. That's just me. And please, if you guys are out there, you guys are watching me, please, if you hate to plug this in, but please support my Patreon, guys. You guys can vote on things. You guys can see if I get any new art that gets there early. Yeah, so it's only $4 or $8 per month. So I need some members, please.
Hugging thing a shot. And this is what I mean by the furry fandom also teaching me how to give a hug. Up until this point, I've only had a conceptual idea of what a hug actually was. So I treated learning how to give hugs like learning how to do any other skill. I started by researching the benefits of giving hugs, of which there are a lot. They can help reduce stress, boost your immune system, lower your heart rate, and a bunch of other things to your body that basically helps calm you down. And after learning that, I literally sat down and watched a bunch of tutorials here on YouTube on how to give hugs. And please feel free to laugh. On its face, it is a pretty funny premise. But it's true, I took notes on those videos and even got a few practice reps with the air and some stuffed animals that I have. But like any skill, you can watch all the film you want, but you don't get better at it without actually going out and practicing in the field. So throughout the next few conventions and meetups, I practiced giving and receiving hugs. At first, it was really awkward, and in the beginning, I wasn't really a good hugger. They were very quick. Like, once I felt the physical contact with another person, that was it. And receiving hugs at the beginning was even worse. It was very hard to keep my mind at ease and my heart from racing as I got used to someone being in that close proximity to me for that extended period of time. But as I got more,
I wonder if I'm a good hugger or not. I mean, it's been a while since I've been to any fur meet, so I haven't had a chance to hug anyone, especially if they're in a fursuit. I know I put my arms around some people. I've done some fist bumping, high fives, waving, selfies, that type of stuff. But I can't remember the last time I actually sat down to hug someone in a fursuit. But unfortunately, I don't have a fursuit myself. I really want one.
And more reps in, it slowly became something that I got used to. And as of today, I would say that I'm a lot more comfortable with hugs as a whole in this fandom than when I first joined. Which, I don't know, that's pretty neat, at least to me. You all in this fandom encouraged me to learn a new skill. how to give hugs. Now, before we start celebrating too hard, let me say that this is still a very new and recent development, and the comfort level of hugs is still not 100%. Honestly, at this point in time, I'm still only fully comfortable with hugging good friends that I've made in this fandom over time. So if you meet me in person at a con and I've never met you before, you might not get a hug out of me when we first meet. If we have a good conversation, I might give you a quick one as we're leaving, but honestly, nothing more than that. But like I said earlier, like any skill, you don't just become comfortable with it overnight. And if I'm completely honest, this is probably going to be a lifelong journey for me. The next big step for me is being comfortable giving hugs to people outside of the furry fandom. But I will say this, after being in this fandom for a little under half a decade now, I get it. I get why we as a community love hugs so much. The research is true. They do provide a tremendous sense of comfort and support, and just a sense that the other person cares about your existence enough to literally invite your physical presence into theirs, a concept that I was never even presented with until I first joined the fandom. And again, I do want to make clear that just because it is so universal in the fandom, it is not a requirement. And if you don't want to be hugged or touched for any reason, you should not feel guilty or bad about it. As someone who is still working on my personal comfort with it, I deny hugs all the time. Thankfully, most people in this fandom are understanding and won't take offense to it, so don't be afraid to speak up. But I will say this, after being completely unfamiliar and averse to it growing up, I'm a big fan of the precedence that hugging has in this fandom. It's not for everyone, but for those who are okay with it, it's one of the best ways to tangibly communicate to other members of this fandom that you matter, and I'm glad that I have you in my life. Alright, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me through this very rambly episode. We'll be back with the normal stuff very.
I really love Finn DePanner. He does very good stuff. I've been watching him. I think I found him on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And I've seen some of his videos, and look at him. He's blown up. Like I said, he's like almost he's almost at 60K. Let's see. Very mean. 722. Don't pursue Lubu. Theo. Kid Cuisine. Aficionado. Let's see. What other furry things? There's gotta be some other good stuff. And if you're thirsty. No. Hmm. Burger forces me to eat every chicken sandwich, chicken burger in America. You know what? I want to see that. I'm gonna be the biggest fan of Ludwig, but I am a big fan of Connor.
You can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet.
I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to Zelle.
Smooth.
Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got Shake Video.
Welcome back to another episode of
Trying Everything. This time, we're trying chicken sandwiches. We have 15 chicken sandwiches we're going to be trying.
Connor, your job today
is to be the British man that
15?
you force to make eat.
Damn.
We all know that the British palate is the best, right, chat? And that I have to decide what is flavor for you guys, because you guys don't know what flavor is.
Because you've tasted nothing good
untainted.
ever.
Yeah, untainted.
Yes. This is our list. We're going to go through this list and judge if they're S or F. S is you go out of your way to go to this restaurant.
A is if I'm at the restaurant, a guaranteed order. It has to be ordered.
Yeah, like if like the group's like, hey, we're going to Popeyes, you're like, oh,
I have to get the chicken
I know what I'm getting.
B would be all right, you know, maybe if I'm there and I got nothing else I like.
C?
C is like, just And F is unedible, like actually garbage. I'm not gonna lie, I had no faith in KFC. This looks amazing. I should
Yeah, this does look good. Yeah, absolutely.
That looks great.
Dude.
I'm not eating today, so KFC's gonna get a big buff from that.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I like KFC more than Popeyes. All right. I haven't tried. I mean, I still think Chick-fil-A's the best, but KFC's really good. I haven't had Raising Cane's yet, so I don't know how good their sauce is. And that's just me. And because I have a Popeyes near my house. I walk there, like a 20-minute walk from my house. It's right next to a gas station, and I go to that gas station often to grab gas or sometimes buying some energy drinks. Trying to avoid a lot of that right now. I'm trying to save some money in 2025. But also I'm gonna end up spending some money on let's see. And let's see. I might spend some money on gym membership and maybe get that Google Pixel watch and start working out, start losing some weight. Actually go to the gym. Whatever you doing in the I usually like to go to the gym in the morning, but if I have to go at night, depending on my job, I might have to do that. I wake up early in the morning. I can do that. It shouldn't be too hard.
Because I haven't had a bite yet. I want to get a good girth. I want to get a pickle here.
I want you to factor in the fact that you are hungry, and it makes you want to rank this higher. 1, 2, 3, B.
Okay.
Thank you.
Both agree.
Because it's good.
Yeah, it is good, but the sauce, I'm not a big fan of the sauce.
Me neither. I don't even think it tastes like the chicken's okay. It's quite moist.
Yeah.
But I don't think it tastes that good. Like it's
and almost dare I say a little too crispy.
And it's also
a little too crispy actually.
Well, I mean, I like KFC. I just had their spicy chicken sandwich with fries. Good. Unfortunately, I had to get Pepsi Zero. I mean, I would rather have a regular Pepsi, but they were all out. All out. Not only had that, I think root beer. Yeah, I can't remember what else they had. That root beer. I think they were out of Mountain Dew. I don't know if they had Dr. Pepper left.
It's also too greasy.
And unfortunately, they were all out of all the sauces. I think all they had left was the comeback sauce, which is okay. That wasn't half bad. But I think the Regular KFC sauce or regular hot sauce is fine.
Like, I think if you ate this whole thing, you'd feel bad after.
It's not bad. It's better than I thought KFC would do, to be fair.
Would you say it's finger licking good?
No, absolutely.
Really?
No, absolutely.
Really?
I didn't lick my fingers.
B tier for KFC. Pretty good. Time for the ones.
Let's start with Wendy's though. What the f is this?
What is that?
Oh, did they separate the bread? No.
What?
No, they did.
For maximum crispiness? Show them that. That's crazy.
Oh, I gotta assemble it myself?
No, you're whining.
Wow.
This is actually really good service.
This is how they crazy. I have to apply sauce myself.
You sound like your ancestors who used to colonize.
Only ketchup?
I mean, that's on them. Oh my god. Dude.
What is this fake reaction?
This is not a fake reaction. This tastes exactly like a school chicken sandwich. Oh my god, this like brought me back 15 years. I'm not lying.
You just taste frozen chicken nuggets.
I know, it's amazing.
I don't like that. I don't.
Thank you, Chef.
I think
Thank
that's
you, Chef.
awful. I think that's sad that they went through the effort to even separate it.
3, 2, 1, B.
Huh?
Okay, I'll come down a bit.
A bit? Never.
F is vile. Would not eat if it was the only food available.
No, I would not eat that. I'm using CSD then. There's a lot in it that wants me to put it in F. I think the audacity to separate it, like it belongs in the British Museum. Like we have to preserve this.
The audacity to make me assemble the sandwich.
Okay, how much did you pay for that?
And they expect me to put the sandwich in my mouth.
How much did you pay for it?
I think it was $4.17.
$4 for that is a war crime.
No, I mean,
you could.
war crime.
It is. It is. Okay, this looks good though. I wouldn't lie.
Really? My thought was why is it shaped like
Which
a hot
one's-
dog? It looks good.
Yeah, does it?
This is the Burger King chicken sandwich. Now, this one I'm nervous about because I think, again, that it's more of a chicken burger.
There's a lot of bread, and the chicken itself, there's not a lot of like in the middle. It's mostly like skin.
I know.
Which I feel like is what you do when you don't have a good chicken breast. You're trying to hide something. All right, cheers.
Ludwig, why did you get this sandwich versus the crispy chicken sandwich that Burger King offers, the more premium offering? The answer is because I'm going for whatever is the staple and the most iconic. It is the one they market as like their main chicken sandwich.
This is an interesting one. It's not crispy at all, by the way.
Yeah.
It is quite soggy, which I would rather have it be soggy than have me build it.
3, 2, 1,
B.
C.
Ooh, I like that one more than you.
I like that one less than Wendy's, Frank.
Yeah, man. That one looks so bad, man. What the heck, man? What the heck is wrong with Burger King, man? I mean, I had one. I remember I ate one of their spicy chicken sandwiches one time. It was actually pretty good. It was pretty late at night. I was coming back. Where was I coming back from? What was I coming back from? I think it was from work. Yeah, maybe it was like coming back from my work.
Frankly.
No, the skin tasted okay.
Everything that Burger King puts out is
there
ass.
was lettuce.
Except for the chicken fries. Those are actually kind of fun.
Chicken fries are not good.
Yeah, but they're
not
fun.
good. They're not good.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with Burger King. I don't know what they're doing with their quality. Like McDonald's is still pretty good. Wendy's is great. Popeye sucks. KFC is actually really good. I will not take any more KFC slander here, man. All right. I mean, Whataburger is still good. I had the chicken wings. That was good, man.
I didn't say they're good. I said they're fun.
Fun?
It's
I'm sorry. I didn't realize food was supposed to be a plaything for you.
I think food for me is an experience. Yeah, maybe that's stupid. I guess.
You want the smiley fries as well?
I guess maybe every day is hard to get up, and so like a single thing that makes it more worthwhile is like fun for me. But maybe that's dumb.
All right. It is dumb. What are you?
You're supposed to be like, no, you're right.
No, you're not right. You're wrong. You should be ashamed of what you just said.
This one will hold for longer. We'll go Cane's first. Now this one is my favorite. If you want to give it a look, it looks amazing.
The size of that is beautiful, chat. Look at that, chat. That's a big boy.
That Raising Cane's
Cane's is kind of similar to Zaxby's. It's somewhat regional in America. It's my favorite place to go. I've actually never had the chicken sandwich ever.
God damn. That's so good. Can I have another bite too, actually?
Cane's is phenomenal. Now, 3, 2, 1.
S.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
You didn't want to say S?
Because it's for me, I'm so biased.
That's an S. That's
it is my
easily an
favorite.
S.
Yes!
I would go out of my way to get that.
Yes! This is homophobic chicken from Chick-fil-A. We don't stand for homophobia.
What are you doing pouring the milk first?
Jason, it's milk first, Cinnamon Toast Crunch second. That's how we won.
Oh, yes, of course.
Why did you take that? Look, can we do it again?
I didn't know you were talking to me about
I got you. Homophobia is wrong, and 9/11 was a disaster. Why are you laughing? Oh, wow.
It's not bad. It's
Oh,
not
wow.
bad.
3, 2, 1,
A.
S. Okay.
Wow. S?
Yeah.
It's not the same as Raising Cane's. There's a difference.
S to me is not, is it number one? S to me is, would you go out of your way to get it in the answer?
Yeah, man. Dude, I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a while, but next time I go there, I heard get rice chicken sandwich, some mac and cheese. You put that on top, and then you put like the buffalo sauce on top, and I heard that's really good.
The answer is yes.
No, because you would go out of your way to get Raising Cane's.
The issue with Cane's is not as convenient to go to, so there are many times where I'll go to Chick-fil-A in lieu.
I just want to say that's very homophobic of you.
Chick-fil-A is actually one of the worst restaurants in terms of their politics, but one of the better restaurants in terms of how much the people work at there care, like the managers.
I haven't even opened it. What the fuck? Look at that. That's insane. It's also very red.
This is Dave's Hot Chicken. I think what they're most known for is maybe like their spiciness and then also like their fries, man. Their fries are crazy.
Let's serrate this. Give that a shot.
3, 2, 1, B. Honestly, I think it's all right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's just me, man. If you want to disagree with me, that's fine. But please give me some reasons if you think Popeyes is better than KFC. But hey, that's just me.
You know what? The more I think about it, when you said B, it made me think of the things I didn't like.
Right.
And there was more that I didn't like than with the Chick-fil-A. I like it when the skin's kind of more attached, and it kind of felt like it's a little detached. Like the skin has been like over fried. It's almost like a shell.
Yeah,
Like,
I wonder
like,
if it's
not
twice
separated.
fried. It might be twice fried, and also their seasoning is so strong.
Yeah, the sauce was doing all of the work for this
Yeah.
one, which I also was not a huge fan of, because Chick-fil-A did not need sauce.
You fold to B?
I'll fold to B.
All right, throw it on B.
Thank you, fair. I think top of B is fair.
I would put KFC above it personally, but but I think it can both work.
That's your list, man.
No, it's your.
What's this place?
We're heading down south to Texas, baby.
I've never had churches, so this is
Church's Chicken?
This is the first for me. This looks nice. Good amount of mayo. Great amount of mayo.
Chicken, absolute institution, featured in a Kendrick Lamar song. If you don't like it, it means you think that Drake being a is cool. That's how it works. The thing about churches, they bring the chicken. These other places, it's like bun, lettuce, coleslaw, chicken, bun. This one's like chicken, man.
It's juicy, bro. It's very juicy. I like this one a lot. I gotta.
You want? I got to try that churches. I know this one is near my house.
Crazy on the mayo.
But the bun is great.
All right, 3, 2, 1, B.
A.
I am down to swap to A. To me, this is 1 centimeter in front of KFC. No. You got crispiness, you got flavor, and then you got structure.
Structure?
Structure meaning the
bread.
thickness of...
Listen, I think it's A.
A tier's baller for churches, I'm not gonna lie. The issue with churches, I have to point out, there are horrible churches.
Oh, really? It's like it is a franchise by franchise kind of vibe?
Well, no, they were caught like diddling children.
Oh, when? Why?
It's like a bunch of popes in Boston. Next up, the big dog.
You know, I can't believe that someone died over this.
Is that real? Someone died?
Yeah, so somebody cut in line, and the dude stabbed him for cutting in line. Which is a Brit, you know, I'm torn about. Because
Because on one hand,
there's a line. There's a queue for a reason.
I'm glad he's leaning into the British stereotype of like British people having them knives and stabbing people.
I do think if somebody cut in line in the UK and someone stabbed him, I think people would be like, why are you going to cut in line?
All right, Popeyes, man.
Wow, this looks crispy, big, a little wet though, not gonna lie, but it looks big. Look at
That looks great. That looks like real chicken. The crunch is crazy.
There's not a lot of sauce. The bun is pretty bad, but the chicken is phenomenal.
Disagree in a million ways.
You like the bun?
It's buttery.
I don't want buttery
And
bun.
it gets out of the way, you know what I mean?
I just don't want more fat and grease with my fat and grease.
S.
Top of A. I think I'm willing to do S though. I am willing to do S.
No, S is S. It is a sacred spot.
I just think it needs to be as good or better than Raising Cane's.
British man says Popeyes is ass. S.
I said A.
I think it's S. I really do genuinely think, though, and I'm not memeing.
Do you think it's better than Raising Cane's?
No, I don't think it's better than Raising Cane's.
Okay, we agree on that then. Okay.
I think what makes Raising Cane's better is the flavor. This one
fantastic.
wins on crispy factor, and I also prefer the structure of Cane's.
Yeah, but the chicken is phenomenal. Maybe even better than
Their
Raising
chicken's
Cane's.
amazing. It's very crispy. I prefer Cane sauce. Cane sauce
juicy.
helps a lot.
So
And
juicy.
Popeyes is also kind of a location place as well.
Is it really?
There are horrible Popeyes, yeah.
Oh,
Would you put this above Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, 100%. Actually, Church's is higher than Chick-fil-A for me as well.
That's a bold claim.
No, it is.
I know, I'm just saying.
Homophobia debuff.
That's fair. All right, this is Shake Shack.
What the
Damn.
Oh god, it showed. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. That is a foot. This is Shake Shack? What are they doing to these chickens? That is like the most roided up chicken I've ever seen in my life.
3, 2, 1, C.
C.
C. I'll go C.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say C, and then I was like, maybe I'm just full. C is I would not recommend people buy this.
Not only does the bun functionally useless, there's like no sauce, way too much salad, half it fell out.
This is the definition of doing too much.
How much was that?
It's like $10. No. It's Shake Shack. Shake Shack's very expensive.
No. What the fuck is this?
Whoa, chill.
Where's the chicken?
It's in there.
Oh.
This is not at all a chicken sandwich in any way, shape, or form.
This is a chicken sub, my friend. This is not a chicken sandwich. This is a chicken sub. And you know, man, Subway has fallen off, man. Like, you know, Subway has fallen off, man. In my opinion.
Older pick a number 1 through 4.
This is chicken bacon ranch.
Just to be clear, Subway doesn't make chicken sandwiches.
It
They
is
have
true.
Sandwiches with chicken.
That
on
is true.
them.
So this is the chicken bacon ranch with the rotisserie chicken. It's toasted. Let's give it a bite. Rate it 1
I'm just gonna rate this as like a food.
I know it's so good though.
No, I'm not gonna swallow. I don't want that. I don't want that. What did we just eat? Oh, Subway. It's F.
What?
F?
It's F, bro.
I think it's F in the context of a chicken sandwich.
No, I think it's F as a sandwich. I spat it out.
3,
I didn't
2,
swallow it.
1,
F.
A.
Shut the fuck. Bro's still trying to get the sponsor back.
Subway, it's A, please.
All right, what is this?
This is a very iconic sandwich. If you rate this poorly, you're gonna piss off a very
Okay,
fervent
don't
fan
tell me
base.
what it is then. Actually, I'll just try it.
Okay.
Very clean.
Dude, it's on a shirt.
What? Your $200 shirt, bro.
Dude.
That's
Ass here. This ass. 3, 2, 1, A. Wow, really? This is a perfect chicken sandwich. You're being crazy.
No, it's not.
The chicken is amazing on this. It's crispy. It tastes good. The bun is a nice brioche. What are you mad about? What does it not have?
There's no sauce. There's no sauce. Okay, look.
Get him, Philippines.
Philippines, where's the sauce?
Well, there's supposed to be Jollibee sauce.
Look at that sauce. It's like a stain. There's nothing on it.
Okay, that's a little crass.
Yes, the chicken is fantastic, but there's no lettuce, there's no pickles. It's just chicken, one like of sauce and a really oily bun. So I think that's why it's B for me.
Can I ask you 3 questions?
You can ask me one.
Was it crispy?
Not that crispy.
What?
More sauce, change the bun, S.
Really?
Yeah. No. A, higher.
So what does it need for S?
This can't get S.
Why?
The chicken just isn't as good.
As what?
There's Church's. The chicken was fire on Church's.
He's the dumbest mother. You see what I have to deal with?
Give him a gummy before the stream.
I don't know. He might be high.
I don't understand.
You talk about Church's chicken like.
Listen, there's a reason why it's called Church's, right? I'm subscribed to the religion. I have never had this sober. No, I have.
McChicken?
I've had it sober, but I think I've had it like 5 times more whilst drunk than I have sober. Okay, all the mayo went to one side. I don't know why we helped them out. Also, I will say that easily the worst part about McDonald's burgers is the lettuce. It's just like, what are they doing? Why do they shred it up like I'm a f***ing baby? Like,
And they sprinkle 2. Yeah, that's crazy.
and it falls out the moment you unpackage it.
I hear you.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on around here. Can you be more specific about weird stuff?
Who knows how kids get these ideas?
Something is coming for all of us.
Why do you promoting Goosebumps in January, my friend? Shouldn't this came out back in October?
Oh. 3, 2, 1B.
It's like the perfectly neutral chicken burger. It does nothing good, but it does nothing bad, except for the lettuce. It's the most mid burger of all time. The reason why I shook my head was because, like, oh
Man, you know what? Man, they need to put like some pickles on that shit or something. Hey, Marvig, what's up? Hello, welcome. Um, here. Dang it. Oh my god. I'm in trouble right now. What's up? There you go. Yeah, I'm watching this video about, chicken sandwiches. Well, technically, they're not chicken burgers. They're chicken sandwiches because if it was a chicken burger, you were taking chicken meat, like breast meat, pound it up, and making it into a patty and fry it up on a grill.
A wave of drunk memories flashed back.
Is that from Kmart? No, it's Power Chicken.
What is Power Chicken?
It's like an LA spot, like a healthy version.
There's nothing healthy about this.
That looks really healthy.
It's supposed to be like, it's just.
What, because there's one leaf on it?
Yeah.
No.
Plant-based.
What?
That's not.
What else could I say that for?
You can't, this doesn't make it.
I didn't even see the tomatoes.
Oh my god.
I didn't see the
This does not make this healthy. Oh wow. That tastes very different. They definitely cooked it differently. That's definitely different oil.
Yeah, because I don't think it's fried. That's what it is. It's like breaded, maybe.
Is this chicken?
Yeah.
Are you sure? This isn't chicken. Are you trying to trick me? You think I fall for that? You don't know what chicken tastes like? I was like, that tastes weird. Yeah, it's not chicken.
It's a vegan restaurant.
Your play was that you wanted to invalidate all of my opinions by catching me out and me being like, wow, this chicken tastes good. No, that's not how this works.
I thought you'd be like, yeah, that
Hey,
chicken tastes pretty
hello
good.
there.
I'll throw it in C tier.
Hey there, man. Just let's fast food. And are you a fan? You or anyone else in the chat? Are you guys a fan of any of these places? Whether it be KFC, Popeyes, Churches, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King. I had Subway on here. I wouldn't really count Subway. Jollibee, Shake Shack. I'm surprised In-N-Out doesn't have a.
How much was this?
It's like $10.
No, it's more than that.
No, it wasn't that much more. This might validate the list.
What? Because I know what chicken tastes like.
Well, yeah. Where would you put a chicken substitute sandwich?
Fine.
3, 2, 1,
Middle of
C.
You think it's not that bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I just wouldn't recommend people buy it.
Oh,
Jack
God.
in the Box. I really have only ever got the 2 tacos from here. I've never had this in my life. It honestly doesn't look bad. This is the cluck sandwich.
Was that the? Okay. The more I'm eating it, the longer it's taking.
Okay, I'm pretty sure these are frozen.
Oh yeah. The first bite was promising.
Oh, I don't like this. When I breathe out, I don't like it. I don't like how sweet the sauce was. The bun is quite dry. The chicken itself is initially good, but
I'm a
it's
fan of
frozen chicken,
Chick-fil-A.
which makes it very
Hey.
chewy. 3, 2, 1.
Chick-fil-A is awesome. Yeah, hell yeah, Yeah, man, I really love, Chick-fil-A is really good. Wendy's is also good. I think KFC sandwich is better than Popeyes, but I mean, Popeyes can be good, but I feel like the one time I had it, it was good, and every other time I've had it, it was bad. Same with the chicken tenders and the shrimp. None of it was good. The drink was good though. They had like really nice lemonade and stuff.
Let's see. Ooh, you think it's that bad?
I would not finish this.
No, I would not. Actually, yeah, that's fair.
Me personally, I would not finish this. I think the sauce is ass. It's so sweet.
You know what? I'm with you. Oh.
I think it's ass.
What is this?
It's the final sandwich of the stream.
No, it's not. We have more.
No, we don't.
There's more on the tier list. Wingstop? No.
They don't do sandwiches.
All right, Carl's Jr. is the last one then. Yes, they do. No, they do.
They have Atomic, Mango Habanero, Cajun, Hot Honey Rub, Original Hot, Spicy Korean Q.
Atomic.
Have you considered?
I want Atomic.
Do you want it with ranch, blue cheese, sauce?
I want it with extra Atomic.
Penn Ultimate Sandwich. It's Carl's Jr.
This one looks like the Wendy's one constructed correctly. That's like paper thin, that chicken.
Church's could never. Church's might be 5 times as thick.
That's depressing. Everything about that is sad. What's that weird aftertaste? Ugh. Oh, God.
Dude, it slithers down the throat. That tastes vile. The chicken is bad.
Okay, F. This is just F, right? We agree.
The chicken is horrible.
It's so bad.
All right, chat, welcome to the final chicken sandwich.
No sauce.
It comes directly from Wingstop. It is the Atomic. Connor, if you wouldn't mind kicking us off.
Why do I have
You're not going to dip it in sauce?
Being very hot.
Hottest they have?
It's the hottest they have, yep. Have a bite. If you want to grab a napkin or something, you can.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Oh my God.
I like that.
Dude, that's like kind of spicy. 3, 2, 1, B. Yeah, I was thinking B too. Another bite?
Yeah, I'm going for another bite.
Go for it.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Wow.
Oh.
Please don't scratch your eyes.
You swallow it.
I'll swallow it. Yeah, I'll swallow it all day.
Swallow it right now. You did.
Why you boxing it up?
I just feel so full.
You didn't swallow it the first bite.
What do you think I'm doing with it? I swear to God, what do you think I'm doing with it?
Take another bite.
Take an actual real bite, all right, pussy.
Yeah. Eat it.
Oh.
And swallow it.
Stop!
What is it? You're making noise like a dog. What is this?
It's really good.
Yeah. So
Didn't you put any ranch sauce in there? Blue cheese sauce, man. That's what you need to do. All right, man. You mind? All right. I agree. Popeyes is too spicy. Too much salt and chicken. Oh man, I just like. No. I had to. Let's see. Not a sandwich. I had the sandwich once. Good. Yeah, man. You mind talking to me? Yeah, sure. We can talk about stuff if you want to. Or, I mean, like I said, I don't know how Connor ate that, atomic, chicken sandwich. That's pretty crazy.
What flavor do you
It's
like?
got a good kick.
Yeah. Water makes it worse, by the way.
I would put that C. I would never have someone order that. I think that's vile.
That was nice, dude.
It's nice in the way that people who walk on hot coals say it's nice.
No.
It's nice in the way that people who wake up at 4 a.m. to do a cold bath say it's nice. It's nice in the way.
Congratulations, Raising Canes. By far the clear winner today.
This is the official list from this British man. Hopefully that changes maybe what you choose to eat from chicken sandwiches. If you disagree, eat shit and die.
Yeah, eat shit and die.
Whoa, chill.
Subscribe if you haven't already to whoever's channel this is on. And
Let's
hope
see.
you enjoyed our list. Let us know down below if you disagree or agree. Bye, chat.
Goodbye forever. This is the last time you'll ever see us together in a room.
What? Why?
He doesn't know what's happening tonight.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can access your FICO score in a snap.
What I would give to.
All right, let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I had the hot and spicy chicken seasoning. I hate it and had to order. Yeah, it's no problem. I don't mind talking. Like, yeah, man, I don't like. I really don't like fries at Popeye. That's another thing I don't like. I don't know. Even with the Louisiana seasoning or whatever, you like Cajun seasoning on the Cajun fries. I don't know why. Still not all that great. Let's see. Let's see. Do we have a video of like eating everything? It didn't really taste like much. I mean, they're like, I think they're like over like, um, didn't didn't taste like much. Yeah, it was like the French fries were like overcooked or way too dark. Like even when I like overcooked the fries a little bit at Wendy's, they were a little more golden, but it was good. Still good. Let's see. I think. Yeah. Let's see. You have anything interesting like this? 2 years ago. Hmm. All right, here we go. This is what I want to see. Pro ZD.
The food for this food video was chosen with the help of my Patreon supporters. Go to patreon.com/prozd if you want to help choose the next food. Okay, see ya.
That's what I need. If you guys, maybe you guys want to see me eat a bunch of stuff. Maybe I can do that on a stream or a video. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. I. Along with who else has some good fries? I mean, McDonald's, Wendy's, and I think Burger King. Yeah, Burger King has. Yeah, Burger King has decent fries. Well, sadly, what's that one place? There you go.
Time to try, I believe, 27 different items from KFC. I actually like KFC fine. I'm not like a KFC hater. This was supposed to be a beverage bucket, but it's not. But it is the Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning, which is like an exclusive drink. And honestly, I really like it. It's like honey, like citrus or lemonade or something. But this is honestly like S tier. Like, I actually really like this Mountain Dew variant. Oh my wife.
I need to try the Sweet Lightning again to see if it's any good. I love Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Wants to try it now. What do you think?
That's intense.
Yeah.
Why is that so? I guess it's Mountain Dew.
And we used to have we used to have orange kickstart at Taco Bell, and I remember this one dude always get that with his drink. He'd always get the Mountain Dew kickstart, and he said that was his favorite thing. He said like, I think he said he would stop going to Taco Bell if they got rid of him. Got rid of that Mountain Dew kickstart. I didn't like kickstart that much. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, don't microwave them. All right.
It's crazy.
It's really intense.
Yeah, it's good. First item is the pot pie. You know, I haven't had it. It's, you know, chicken pot pie.
Wait, show it again.
It's a big boy.
Wow.
Wow, that's a big pot pie.
And well, kind of, if you can look inside there. It's got chicken, carrots, and really this flaky crust is like the shit.
Their pot pies are good.
I actually really like
Yeah,
their pot
yeah.
pies. Honestly, on the KFC.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's okay, man.
I love this thing. Mainly the texture.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's okay, man. It's not a little baby, man, huh? Okay, when I get an opportunity, I'll try to respond back to that.
Of the pie part, like the flaky crust is so flaky and good. The inside's like alright. It's just, you know,
I used to get these a lot. Like whenever I would get KFC. I really like the pot pies.
Honestly, I love this shit.
It's like 3 meals too. It's huge.
Huh. 3 meals?
Well, okay.
This is a snack. And then my side is sweet corn.
A bowl of corn.
Just a bowl of corn. Is that butter I smell? Just corn.
What are you, a mouse in a cartoon smelling cheese? Is that butter I smell? Is that butter I smell?
Ooh, you like the butter. Corn. It's like, not like gray corn. It's fine. It's not very sweet. I like kind of like
Oh,
sweeter.
really?
Let's see. I'm glad I wasn't serious and you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. I was sick for work, you know.
This is like C-. This is very bad.
Yeah, I was sick for a little bit. I mean, I got over it pretty quickly, so don't worry. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
How can corn be a
Try this
seed?
corn. Try this corn.
Okay.
I want to see what you think. Here, I'll just...
Oh, that's bad.
Isn't that bland corn? Yeah. Like, corn's not, like, hard to do. I usually
Why is it not sweet at all?
It's not sweet.
That's real bad. How can you mess up corn?
That's like if corn was made of water. In fact, D+. Can bring it down. That's corn should be just be like a no-brainer.
The corn.
Yeah. I got the sweet tea, which I've never liked any version of sweet tea, but it's not bad actually. Maybe I'm a big grump. I don't hate it. It kind of has a little extra to just sugar. There's almost like a lemony. B-. Not bad. Well, maybe I should give the rest of this food a chance because it's chicken tenders, which normally I think is a waste of time. But who knows? Here's a big old tendy. I have some sticky chicky sauce, like a sweet and sour sauce. But let's try it without the sticky chicky.
Damn, that's a crunchy chicken.
Actually, pretty good. I might also just be hungry. I just got back from like 2 flights. But it's not dry, which is a big plus. Nice and crispy. Well, it's a little dry there. Okay. I'm just gonna bring it down a bit. I don't hate it. Let's try with the sauce.
The sauce looks good.
I think this is also gonna sit at a B-. It's dry in the middle, nice crunch. Flavor's kind of one note, just kind of like salty. It's not bad. Then we have their fries, their secret recipe fries.
I love their fries, man. They're so good.
Those
fries. Secret recipe, my ass. Kind of mushy. Not bad. These are just like the definition of average ass fries. I'm gonna say C. Also needs more salt. I got a biscuit. Okay. A little bland. Kind of wish it was a little crispier, but it's buttery, it's soft, pretty good. I'm gonna say B.
Yeah, I would open up that.
You know,
I would open that up, put some mac and cheese in there, put some hot sauce on it. Yeah, Pizza Hut. Let's see what like Pizza Hut and Waffle House. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I had one near my house. It was good, like maybe. One. Yeah, I have one near my house. It's like a. It's not. Maybe like a 15-minute drive from my house. And then the only bad part is just find some parking.
you know me. I'm a kind of a sucker for this kind of mac and cheese. Reminds me of like old country buffet mac and cheese, which I grew up on. A biased B. It's just kind of soft and creamy. Not that flavorful, but it's weirdly comforting for me. I got the lemonade. It's lemonade. It's pretty good lemonade. Nice and sweet, not too sour. It's a B. It's a B. It's just lemonade. This is like their taste of KFC. And you just get like some drumsticks. This is the original recipe. Nice and juicy. The skin isn't as crispy as I usually like fried chicken, but it's good. It's very juicy. That's actually a big plus, especially for a drumstick, which tends to be a little drier. I'm pretty impressed with the juiciness. The flavor is like a little one note. It's salty. That's kind of it. I kind of wish maybe, I don't know, there were a little more spices, but that's pretty good. It's just KFC. B. B? B. B's? Do the mashed potatoes. I'm using a fork because we're out of spoons. It's fine. Very soft. Not a bad thing. Kind of one note. I don't really count mashed potatoes, but they're creamy. B-. It's perfectly fine. Coleslaw, which I don't like coleslaw, so that's...
Yeah, I don't like coleslaw either.
It's one of the few foods I'm just not really big on.
Yeah, man. Hold up. I'm gonna grab me something to eat. BRB. All right. Oh my god, that's bringing back nostalgia for me, man. Let's see, the moon hack's being used as a perfect plan to moving all the pieces into the places, execute it. In the meantime, the manhunter served her and guarded her chest with treasures and plotting his own plot. Finally, everything was prepared. The full moon rose and the old hag stepped out on land. Gilly had the thought she would never have lived again. Did not please her. She brought the mad hunter. Oh god. Oh, bullshit. God damn it, man. That's bull. Oh, he killed his own teammate, huh? What an idiot. Hell yeah. Chris. Oh. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. That was very nice of you, and that helps out a lot. I know, you know, you didn't have to do that, but it was very nice of you. Very kind of you. Alright. This guy. That's a fucking asshole. What the fuck is this shit, man? I gotta lie, it's hilarious. Alright guys, I'm back. Maybe some chips, some hot sauce. They got me waffles, cheddar and sour cream.
It's sweet, it's crunchy, it's about it. It's like a C+. I don't mind it. Beverage bucket? What the hell is this? I'm trying the blackberry sweet lightning. Like they have all these blackberry variations of their sodas. Am I supposed to...
That's a big ass pouch. Pretty cool. Yeah, I know they did that.
Okay. The blackberry overpowers all of it. It doesn't even taste like the other, like the original Sweet Lightning. So honestly, kind of a downgrade because I really like Sweet Lightning. This just tastes like blackberry juice. Vaguely tart, kind of sweet. It's okay. Now I have a whole human's head worth of it to drink, I suppose. C+, it's fine. Now let's try their chicken nuggets. Oh, this is a weird, what the fuck is this? A weird string. Okay. They're fine. Since it's the same as their regular breading, it just kind of like is a slightly worse version of their fried chicken because the fried chicken is nice and juicy. This is like alright. Their KFC sauce is pretty good. C-. I'm not mad about them. And then the original chicken sandwich. So this has mayo and maybe one pickle. Okay.
I think they're skipping out too much on the pickles, man. They need to put like 2 or 3 of those.
Definitely the blandest out of all the chicken sandwich, like, you know, specialty chicken sandwiches I've had at places. It's to be expected, but Popeye just blows this out of the water. Popeye chicken is really juicy. This is not that juicy. It's got a nice crunch. Needs more mayo, maybe a different sauce, more pickles. Overall, is okay. Like, KFC breading is okay. So, if the main flavor of your sandwich is going to be KFC breading, it's just alright. That might also be a C+. I was pretty surprised by how juicy their regular chicken is. So, having their other stuff, it's like, okay. It's just not as good versions. Blackberry Starry. See if like mixing this will help. Because it's very, very blackberry. So tart. I still have this, because this is, how can you possibly drink all this? So I'm going to try the difference.
Why don't you pour that out, dude? Just drinking it from like the bag.
Okay. This one's more sour, like a sour tart blackberry. It's not bad, but I don't know, I guess blackberry is not really for me. Like it's as a flavor, it's just a little too overwhelming. All right, this is a chicken little, just a tiny little sandwich. I think you can only get this extra crispy, so let's try the extra crispy as well. The crunch is nice, but the chicken is dry and tough. Not enough sauce. It's not disgusting, but it's not very good. I'm gonna say C-, a low C-. That's really oof. This is the spicy version of the chicken sandwich. This has a sauce like I was hoping. It's a big piece of chicken and like 1 or 2 limp dick pickles. Okay. Compared to that other one, this is like much juicier. The other one desperately needed more than just mayo, like a tiny bit of mayo and pickles. The sauce is flavorful. It's spicy-ish, you know, it's pretty spicy. No, not spicy, but like there's a little bit of heat.
Okay, and my chips. I can barely hear you because of the static. No, no, that's not good. Can you hear me now? Or was it like... I know I was eating chips. Alrighty then, I'm back, y'all. I had to quickly wash my hands and sanitize it. Because, after I eat that, chips with hot sauce. You gotta do. Alright, let's go back to the video.
I would much rather have the fried chicken, so I'm gonna make this a B and the fried chicken. Jay, put a picture of the fried chicken here as if they don't know what the fried chicken looks like. Put that at an A minus. All right, let's try some blackberry Pepsi. It's probably gonna taste exactly the same as the others.
More blackberry?
It's a little different. Licoricey, but not in a bad way. It's definitely the most interesting of the blackberry stuff so far. It's a little too sweet. I'm gonna say B minus. Famous bowl, which if you're not familiar, it's chicken with corn and cheese and on mashed potatoes. Was it Patton Oswalt who had like a bit on this? Like it's like a failure bowl? Well, I'm about to ask him about that failure bowl.
Man, that looks good. I think they brought those back, man.
It's not bad, but it's a little bland. It needs some like sweetness or like something to cut through because it's just mashed potatoes, plain chicken, corn. The gravy is not strongly flavored enough where it like cuts through it. Also, not that much chicken. The corn helps a little bit. Maybe just like a sauce or something. An extra sauce would help. I'm gonna say it's okay. This might be a B minus as well. It's fine. It's inoffensive, but not that flavorful. Now I'm gonna try these like apple pie poppers. These are quite good. Flaky, chewy, nice apple pie sort of filling. It's like an A. That's a good dessert. I like that a lot. Damn, this is blackberry sweet tea, which I'm not a sweet tea guy, so this is not right. This is, I think, the Mountain Dew. Before, that other, when I thought it was blackberry Mountain Dew, that wasn't carbonated. back then, was that sweet tea? And is this the Mountain Dew? I'm gonna give the Mountain Dew another rating because this tastes completely different. This does taste like, you know, Mountain Dew, the sweet thunder honey dick. I don't remember what it's called. This tastes like that with the blackberry edge, but honestly, the Mountain Dew pierces through. So this is the best one of the. Yeah, it's very sweet, but so is the Mountain Dew. It's like a B. I guess for the last order, I'll try sweet tea one more time and see if this happens again. And then they have a bunch of saucy nuggets, and they have a bunch of different flavors. So I'm gonna try all the flavors. Not right now, but I got a couple. This is honey sriracha.
Oh, I got buffalo. I like it.
Honestly, I love this kind of stuff. Just like, you know, sweet hunks of chicken. There's a nice spice to it. Is it sriracha? Yeah. It really just tastes like sweet, spicy chicken, which I love. I love that shit. I think this is gonna be like an A-, Georgia Gold. Which I believe this is more like a honey mustard. You can kind of see the difference here. That's also really good. Less sweet, less saucy, so you can kind of taste more of the breading. You can taste that crispy breading, you know, the fried chicken style. The other one kind of has more flavor though. I like this too, but this might be like a B+. Curious how the other ones are gonna fall, but not bad. All right, this is the final one. So they had other saucy chickens, but the Korean barbecue is no longer available, at least near me. Racist. That is a slight against me personally. But I believe we have Nashville hot and some like sticky chicky dicky sauce, sticky chicky fucking whatever. I don't know. I think that's what this is. Just sure. Yeah, that's just straight like sweet and sour sauce. Probably the least interesting of the ones I've had. It's okay. I don't hate it. I mean, I like sweet and sour chicken. Low B. To Nashville hot. It's good. Not sweet because Nashville hot. I guess it's got a heat. Not bad. This is also maybe like a B. I think I like the other two more. And then hopefully this is blackberry tea for real this time. Okay, yeah, this is. So this, I think I might have gotten this on accident before, but it's just like tea, blackberry, it's fine. All this blackberry shit is kind of tastes like the same. B for blackberry, B-. All right, well, that was KFC. I think overall, actually pretty good. I mean, their just original fried chicken's great. That pot pie fucking slaps. Tenders are still a waste of time, and so are mashed potatoes. Overall, though, not bad, Colonel. Okay. Bye.
Right. Alrighty then. How long have I been streaming for? Did it tell me in here? Oh, almost 3 hours. Oh man. You know what? I think I'm gonna end my stream. I think that's a good way to end my stream on something positive. You know, Mr. Pro ZD liking KFC. Man, now I'm kind of mad. I don't know if they still have that still have that blackberry stuff because oh man, I like blackberry. Let's see. Let's see. No, man. I have to look up, just go to KFC instead. KFC. Oh, famous chicken. Sure. Let me look up the menu. Drinks. Cherry limeade. Oh, it's cranberry now. Oh, shit. I need to check that out. Ugh. Maybe. Let's see. The only two I'll get is cranberry Pepsi, man. Cranberry Pepsi. I don't really like Stario that much. Besides, you got the beverage bucket there too. Man, let's see what else we got. Images. Yeah, I usually just go to the spicy chicken combo. Tenders. Oh yeah, they got the Nashville. Oh yeah, man, they had Nashville hot tenders. That shit was so good. Yeah, definitely gotta go get that. Featured at the Korean barbecue, at natural hot mashed potato. It's loaded fries. Oh, man, let's see. Try a new uh, load fries. Load fries, coleslaw, crispy chicken nuggets, pickles, and Nashville hot sauce. Damn. Then let's see. You got a Nashville, you got a Korean, and you got the mac and cheese one. I gotta try out the. I like the Korean one. I don't know. I do like the Korean one. The Korean or Nashville would be good. I had to try this loaded Korean barbecue fry combo out. I think it's kind of coleslaw, but also try it out. And it's French fries and stuff. Customize it. Oh, you can take off the coleslaw. Yeah, but you probably need the coleslaw for something like something balance it out. But hey, that's this meal. What sauces you guys got? Curry poppers. Comeback sauce. I didn't really like. Didn't try it. I like the KFC sauce. Ranch is always good. Buffalo ranch good. Honey barbecue good. Never like honey mustard. Never had honey sauce. Ketchup's fine. Hot sauce is fine. The only one I haven't tried is the sweet chicky sauce. What's in the comeback sauce? This looks like a zesty aioli type of sauce. So yeah, I tried this cranberry Pepsi. I can go tomorrow. I mean, alright guys, I hope you had a fun time. Well, thank all you amazing, beautiful people that have been here, that watched me, supported me, give me all your love and support. Who am I gonna raid? Who's a lucky man or woman that will get the raid? That rando rog. Hmm. Space Yeen. Or Plush Dog. Alright, let's try him out. Oh, it's just a recording. Never mind then. I won't raid that person. That's this person. All right, we'll raid this person, and we'll see you guys next time. Maybe do some more. Well, today's Friday, so I'm not working today on Friday, so maybe some more stuff. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Marbig for being here. Talk about some delicious food, especially you know, fried chicken sandwiches, and what's our favorite type of drinks and sodas and all that. Thank you guys so much. Please have a good time, have a fun time, have a safe time, especially here in 2025. Everyone who's already LGBT group, and anyone who's furry, be safe and take care of yourself. See you later and goodbye.